than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Air it.
We hope that your school spirit is contagious when cheering on the Royals. At American Bank, we are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact on our community. With our $3 for three-pointers program, the varsity girls and boys are able to increase the contribution that is made to the Royals Booster Club. American Bank is wishing you a happy and healthy basketball season and that all your swishes come true. American Bank, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Reckon.
Contact Culligan, your local water expert.
Culligan Water not only sells the best water softeners, but also rents them. Big box plumbers and online sellers don't. With renting, you never pay for repairs or extended warranties. And Culligan softeners are backed by the world's largest dealer network. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Last time I was here, you had the...
And welcome here to the MMCRU Middle School in Remsen tonight as the Royals taking on the Harris Lake Park Wolves. I'm Tim Holmes alongside Michael Rupp. Michael on color commentary tonight, and Adam Morris on production. And we are just about to start this one off here, just a couple minutes away. And we're going to have the national anthem here in the gymnasium. We're going to take a quick breather for that, and we'll be back with the Farmer State Bank starting lineups on the Farmer State Bank pregame show right after this here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Tech, we believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends, and EverTech has been there when others haven't, and we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and big game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
Welcome back to the Farmer State Bank pregame show, live from Remsen on this Thursday night. War Eagle Conference basketball between your MMCRU Royals and the visiting Harris Lake Park Wolves. Once again, Tim Holmes alongside Michael Rupp tonight, and Adam Morris on production. And Royals student Hope Russell singing the national anthem. You caught the tail end of that, did a wonderful job. And the MMCRU music department in general, between the choral students and the national anthems this year and the pep band have been exceptional. And a huge tip of the cap to band director Emma Davis and the MMCRU music department. The Royals have the youthful Lady Royals, unsure what grade, getting introduced with them tonight. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Farmer State Bank starting lineups for both of the squads here. First for the Home team on the scoreboard, the Royals. At one guard, at point guard, a 5'6" senior, number 10, Cora Alish. At another guard position, a 5'8" senior, number 12, Isabel Olson. At a forward spot, a 5'10" senior, number 4, Avery Schlinger. At another forward position, a 5'7" junior, number 20, Kennedy Tenniger. And rounding out the Royals starting lineup tonight, a 5'8" junior guard, number 44, Jaden Young. The Royals coached by Jillian Lecce, assisted by Melissa Young, Danae Dreckman, and Natasha Young. The Royals come into this one 9-4 on the season, 4-2 in War Eagle Conference play. Starting lineups tonight for the visiting Harris Lake Park Wolves. At one guard, a 5'7" junior, number 12, Peyton Reimers. At another guard position, a 5'7" sophomore, number 44, Kendall Niemeyer. Another guard, a 5'7" freshman, number 50, Lily Gunderson. At forward, a 5'7" sophomore, number 10, Kelsey Arrett. And rounding out the starting lineup tonight for the Wolves, number 54, a 5'10" senior center, Allison Wallace. The Wolves coached by Jared Ray, assisted by Catherine Einen. Harris Lake Park comes into this one at 3-10 on the year, 2-3 in conference play. Got all that out of the way.
Yes, sir.
That is the Farmers State Bank starting lineups for the Royals and the visiting Wolves tonight.
I'm excited. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a great game tonight. I don't think the record really shows where these two teams stand with each other. I expect MMCRU to win this by about 20, but I think Harris Lake Park's going to run a good offense today. They got a good scorer in Kelsey Arrett. I'm excited to see what happens here, Tim.
Royals in their home white uniforms tonight with the blue letters, blue numbers. The Wolves in their road blues with the white lettering, white numbers. And the Wolves win the tip and are into the front court against a man-to-man Royals defense. Pass deflected away by Young. Here's Schlinger on the run out. Left-handed layup is good. And Avery Schlinger, the first two of the night. MMCRU in front in the first 20 seconds.
Now the Royals go into a quick full-court press to start this thing off here.
And the Wolves able to break the press. Here's Gunderson, gives it off, and the Wolves working around the perimeter. A give and go inside to Reimers, and she has it knocked away. Reimers, the leading scorer for this Wolves squad. Now Alish all the way, and no good. Maybe a bit of contact, no foul called, and here comes Niemeyer up ahead. Reimers in the far corner, wants to go inside, and now a foul called on Tenniger. Is Allison Wallace on the post up.
Royals coming off a 2 wins so far this week, a 49-46 win over River Valley, and a 63-41 win over Hartley Melvin Sanborn on Monday and Tuesday.
4 games this week for the Royals, and looking to stay perfect here through the third one. And the Wolves draw the foul. Here's Gunderson, going to go to the line for 2 off the offensive rebound. And that is Tenniger's second personal foul, and in about 20 seconds. And now the Royals going to have to bring a sub in exactly 60 seconds into this one. Gunderson gets the first free throw attempt to go.
And it'll be Harpenaugh checking in for Tenniger here early. HLP also had one game this week, a 70-27 loss against Remsen St. Mary's. That would have been Tuesday.
The number 4 ranked team in Class 1A, Remsen St. Mary's. A tall task. 1-2 for Gunderson. MMCRU in front, 2-1 in the very early going of this one. Here's Young. Tries to dribble handoff to Alish. We'll get it to her now at the top of the key. Shot clock down to 10. Here's Alish, a wide open look. That's short. Schlinger able to keep the possession alive and throws that one away. Right idea, just a bit late on the pass, and it's a turnover. Reimers at corner 3, that's off the mark. And Schlinger comes away with the board. Here's Young, a 3 from the right wing, off the mark. And now off to the races for the Wolves is Niemeyer. Shot off the glass, no good. And Olsen able to clear it.
Belle Olson's done a good job of kind of doing some behind-the-scenes work. Doesn't have much for stats, like we said last time I was here, but really does a lot of good defense, gets a lot of rebounds.
Olson listed as a guard, the senior, usually draws one of the tougher assignments defensively each night and gives up some size while playing defense in the block as well. Doing a lot of the dirty work for the Royals this season.
Definitely.
First foul of the night called on the Wolves. Now an interior pass to Olson, and she's fouled from behind. And just as we talk about Bell, she's going to go to the free throw line for 2.
I think the really impressive thing about Bell is just the fact that this is her first year really getting heavy playing time. A big graduating class right before. She's really stepped into a big role for MMCRU right now.
First free throw rattles in for Olson. The senior guard, averaging 6.5 points a night, 5 rebounds. The second free throw short, and Wallace able to get the rebound. Reimer's the point guard for the Wolves into the front court, the leading scorer for HLP, averaging 19.5 points a ball game. Can't handle that pass as it's a turnover on HLP. These two met back at the beginning part of the season on December 6th at Lake Park. MMCRU a 53-41 winner in that one. Alish a ball fake into the lane. Leaves it for Young from 17. Good! And Jaden Young knocks down the long 2. Royals in front 5-1, 5:10 to go here in the first quarter. Now some pressure.
Historically, MMCRU has really played good against HLP. Jump ball type here. The Royals are 16-1 historically. The last time HLP won was back in 2016, December of 2016, a 37-33 victory. But it's been all Royals ever since that.
Gunderson was tied up. Possession arrow gives it to MMCRU, and now Alish draws a blocking foul. Let's see who they get on this one. And they get Peyton Reimers on it. Now it's Reimers' second, the third team foul on HLP. There's Young, drives around Wallace, leaves it for Harpnaugh, who can't handle the pass. A good look from Young, but it results in another Royals turnover. Reimers out of the ball game, first time tonight. We are seeing Addison Hibma. Hibma, a 5'4" guard, junior. Wolves break the press. Set it up in the half court. Hibma goes right inside, pass stolen away. Alish, a one-on-one, splits the defender, scoop and score.
Move. That play was all set up. A great defensive play from Jaden Young, and gets a good assist on the way to Cora Alish.
And now Niemeyer's going to get called for a walk in the backcourt as the Royals pressure forces a turnover. 7-1, Royals in front, 4:29 to go in the first quarter. Alish had 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists in that win back on December 5th. Almost had a triple-double. Schlinger loses control of the ball, gets it back. Now Olson to Alish. Young thought about it, now gives it up. 10 on the shot clock. Alish with it up top. Step back 3 for Cora. Right through. And Alish has got back-to-back buckets. A couple of tough ones. And the Royals a 10-1 lead at 3:50 to go. First quarter. Here's Wallace inside. Forces her way in and finishes off the glass with the right hand.
It's a really nice play from Wallace. Belle Olson did everything she could without getting called for a foul, but very strong play inside.
Olson's 3. That's right through. And Belle Olson knocks it down. The Royals respond. Olson with 4 points. And a 13-3 lead. Now Olson steals it in the backcourt. Alish ahead to Schlinger. Her layup, no good. And a foul going to be, a timeout's going to be called. And HLP's going to call a full timeout. We're going to take it with them. MMCRU in front, 13-3 with 3:13 to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back here on Full Alert Digital Solutions.
At Happy Siesta Healthcare Center in Remsen, Iowa, we strive to provide a comfortable home away from home, whether your needs are for long-term care or rehab to home. Regardless of your level of care, our mission is to provide you and your loved ones with quality, compassionate care in your time of need. An outpatient therapy is available with Remsen Rehab, located inside Happy Siesta. And Happy Siesta Healthcare Center is always looking for quality employees, so contact us if you'd like to work here. Happy Siesta Healthcare Center, Remsen.
Royals in front 13-3 here with 3:13 to go in the first quarter. Leading the way in the early going is Cora Alish on a 2-point field goal to go with a 3-point basket. 5 points early on, 4 for Olsen and 2 for Avery Schlinger, 2 for Jaden Young. As we mentioned, a 53-41 win for the Royals back on December 6th against the Wolves. Alish had 19, Olsen had 12, and Tenniger had 10 points in that contest. Now the Wolves throw it away across court in another backcourt turnover out of the timeout, and Coach Jared Ray cannot be happy about that. HLP switching to a 2-3 zone defensively. Alish fires a 3 from the left wing. In and out. Schlinger is going to draw the foul with backside positioning for that rebound. Nice job of Schlinger positioning inside and draws the foul on Kelsey Arrett. It's Arrett's first foul, the team's fourth for the Wolves.
We're going to see Delaney DeBoom check into the game for her.
And now Alish is going to hit the 3 from the corner, but it's going to be waved off as Young is going to get called for the moving screen. First foul on Young. It's the third foul on the Royals. And now trying to split the defense, and able to, is Niemeyer. HLP settling into the half court. Now Niemeyer inside, gives it to Wallace. Her free throw line jumper off the mark. The Royals have done a nice job defensively here in the early going, applying pressure. Schlinger right into a 3, no good. A good look for Schlinger, just couldn't knock it down, and now the Wolves want to run it with it. DeBoom leaves it for Gunderson, right inside. Niemeyer short, and Schlinger able to control the rebound. Alish into the middle of the defense. Kicks it out. Schlinger off the mark on that one. And a tie-up on the rebound attempt between Wallace and Harpenaugh. The alternate arrow gives it to HLP.
Royals had quite a few three-point opportunities so far early in the game. That's been the one thing I've noticed that we haven't seen too much of this season.
Both teams looking for their first points here in a couple of minutes. Now Gunderson to Wallace. She can't finish. Offensive rebound. Putback no good. The rebound attempt to Gunderson. Niemeyer is going to walk with it.
Just didn't quite get that dribble down in time. Back to MMCRU.
Royals have had some good looks from outside. Schlinger, a couple of them, just hasn't gotten it to go. Young hands it off to Harpenaugh, and the Royals want to do a weave at the top of the key. Now Alish cross court. Young right back to her. Long 2, shots blocked. And the Wolves want to run.
Great defensive positioning from Jaden Young there. Stops that run, and HLP's got to set up an offense now.
Now Harpenaugh comes away with the steal. Up ahead to Alish, a 1-on-2. Alish all the way in. No good, but draws the foul.
Good vision passing from Harpenaugh, and 2 shots at the line for Cora Alish.
Alish, the senior guard, the lone leftover from last year's state runner-up team as far as the starting lineup goes. Here's Cora, knocks down the first. 18 points tonight for Alish, 6.5 rebounds and 3.5 assists. She can do it all, and more importantly, can handle the tempo or control the tempo of the ball game. And has done that on multiple occasions, and when you have good guard play, it's going to keep you in most ball games, and that's exactly why the Royals are 9-4 on the season.
Sure.
Alish gets both of them to go, and out of all that, we didn't even mention she's an 80% free throw shooter.
Yeah, really stepped into that leadership role for MMCRU here this season. That's what you got to do with the young team. You got to have somebody step up and really be your go-to man.
53 seconds to go, first quarter. The Wolves have it. Royals in front, 15-3. And Alana Florine on the floor, a freshman for the Royals, as is Riley Groves, another freshman. The Royals getting a few younger legs on the floor here in the first quarter. And we're going to have a foul on Alish, the fourth team foul on the Royals. First on Alish.
A lot of Florines played a similar style of basketball to Belle Olsen, a really strong defensive presence, and I expect to see her kind of grow into a similar spot that Belle's in this year, next season.
We've seen some potential and really some athleticism from Florine, Groves, and even Kalia Dreckman. Dreckman into the ball game the other night, knocked down a three against HMS. Got some freshman ball players that are going to be looking to step in and fill a bigger role next year.
For sure. Yeah, a couple of them also got some playing time against St. Mary's the other night. Royals were not up in that game, so that's why they got in, but man, that's a good St. Mary's squad.
Schlinger's pass deflected out of bounds with 14 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. The Royals can hold for the last shot of the quarter. Florine gives it off to Alish, and now the clock down to 10.
See Groves open in the corner if they try and pass it out.
Alish uses the screen and knocks down the 15-footer, and that'll end the first quarter after one. MMCRU in front 17-3. We'll be back with second quarter action here on FDS.
Farmers State Bank of Marcus, a real community bank, locally owned, and their purpose is still to service the people of Marcus, their neighbors, and the farm community for all their financial needs. Visit fsbmarcus.com for more information. With years of banking experience, along with care and attention, it's Farmers State Bank's purpose to serve the people of Marcus. Farmers State Bank welcomes you, a real community bank. Member FDIC.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Back here in Remsen for the start of the second quarter in tonight's girls contest. The Royals a 17-3 lead here after the first frame. Led by Cora Alish in her 9 first quarter points. There's Alish on a give and go, kicks it out. And the Wolves moving well defensively out of that 2-3 zone. Now the pass stolen away. Here's Reimers into the ball game with 2 fouls. Draws the foul and gets the bucket to go. And Peyton Reimers will go to the line for the and one opportunity. Reimers' first points of the night. And the free throw is good. 3-point play, and the Wolves double their point total in the first 30 seconds here of the second quarter. Schlinger an open look in the corner. And a travel called before releasing the ball.
It's tough. Got to make sure you got those feet set before you take that shot. Nailed the 3-point shot. Just a tough break.
Schlinger caught the ball and her feet weren't quite spun around and had to shift them a bit before she could get it off. gets called for the turnover. Now the Wolves trying to cut the deficit to single digits. Drive baseline and cut off, and a blocking foul called. Schlinger's going to get called for the foul. It's her first. Second, Schlinger's second foul, and the team's sixth. A lot of tick-tacky fouls being called here in the first quarter, first half, I should say, and the Royals have not been the beneficiary of it. Kennedy Tenniger back on the floor with 2 fouls. Alish drives and kicks. Olsen thought about it, now gives it up. Alish's 3, in and out. Here's Reimers ahead of the Packers. Scoop, good.
That was a really nice kind of underhand, tossed it in somehow, I don't know, but some kind of athletic play. Really impressive.
Back-to-back baskets from Peyton Reimers, and HLP has the first 5 points of the second quarter. Young, 3 from the left wing, that's off the mark. And the Royals keep shooting it from downtown, but have gone cold. And that's when you got to find an easy bucket inside, which, lacking some size, they have trouble doing. And now Reimers all the way in, misses the bunny, gets a rebound, put back, no good. And finally, Young comes away with the rebound. 2 minutes into the second quarter, Royals in front 17-8. Now Olsen's 3, that's off the mark. And the Royals settling for outside jumpers against this 2-3 zone, have to have better ball movement and get the ball inside the free throw line.
Yeah, the 3-point shots have been there. They're just not hitting them. It's a tough place to be in. You got to reevaluate and get those easy buckets inside the paint.
Now inside shot, good. From inside the paint, that was Kendall Niemeyer, and Niemeyer's first field goal tonight, and a 7-0 run for the Wolves to start the second quarter. And now a lot of discussion between the Royals players out 25 feet from the basket. Here's Young inside to Tenniger. Tenniger's shot is blocked, and that's not where you want to go, but the deflected dribble by Young goes right to Alish, and she gets the easy 2. Maybe that's what this offense needs to get going.
One way to get a basket, I guess.
Reimers drives, cut off by Alish. 3, no good, and Alish comes down with the rebound. Alish all the way in. No good with the left-handed scoop.
Alish wants the foul after that one. Ref shakes it off.
Now Reimers drives in against the double team. Nothing there. Both point guards going at it in the paint. Neither one of them get a call. Here's Olsen inside, back out to Alish. Swing the perimeter. Schlinger an open look. That's good. Inside out led to ball reversal around the perimeter, and Schlinger knocks down the triple. She's got 5 here in the first half. Royals in front 22-10. And a 30-second timeout for HLP. And after HLP scores the first 7 points of the second quarter, the Royals respond with the next 5 and extend the lead back to 12 with a 30-second timeout.
Good run from MMCRU there at the end, you know. Like we talked about, you like to get the ball inside the paint, and you saw them do that, work a little bit of inside out, and it got a little bit more of an open 3-point shot, a little less contested. I still would like to see him be able to work the ball into Jaden Young a little bit and try and get some buckets inside, but I guess shooters got to shoot, all right, Tim, so do something to get points on the board, and that worked right there. So
the Royals have played with a significant size disadvantage for most of the year, and when teams have gone to a 2-3 zone, have really struggled to get the ball inside or have much success outside of Alish dribble penetrating and showing it here. But the Royals able to get an easy basket and then knock down a triple to extend that lead.
Sure.
3:50 to go first half. The Wolves with it out of the timeout, and the Royals lead by 12. Reimer is a left wing 3. That's short, and Olsen a nice box out.
No, I think the other thing that's making this a little bit difficult for the Royals offense is Wallace is standing 5'10" with a really big wingspan, so working the ball inside the paint is going to be a challenge. But I would like to see the Royals use their speed a little bit more to take advantage of that.
There's an inside out. It finds its way to Young, who knocks it down. And the Royals get it right into Bella Olson, who kicks it right back out. Good ball movement leads to Jaden Young knocking down the triple. She has 5 here in the first half, and the lead back to 15. That's what you want to see. You don't have to attack it inside necessarily, but at least get the ball in the paint. Now a foul is going to be called, and they're going to get Alish. Once again, a very questionable call, and that's her second. A pretty good play defensively, and went off the leg of Reimers. It was going to go out of bounds, but instead, in the bonus, the Wolves will get the front end of a 1-and-1. First free throw off the mark, and Young corrals it. Turns into an empty possession for HLP, but Alish picks up her second foul with 2:55 to go in the half.
Kalia Dreckman's going to go down in front of the scorer's table here, and expect to see her check in for possibly Alish right here.
Alish drives, kicks it. Young, no good on the jumper, and last touch by the Royals. And a good look from Alish. And now Kalia Dreckman, the freshman, will check in as Alish comes out. And here's Niemeyer back into the ball game for HLP, and Callie Sohn is going to come to the bench for a breather. HLP in the bonus the rest of the way here in the first half. Now here's Wallace inside. In and out. And Dreckman comes away with the rebound.
Nice board from the freshman there, inside position, snuck away with one.
Here's Florine stepping into a three, off the mark. A good look. I don't think Coach Lecce has a problem with that. Here's a pass to Niemeyer. Shot in the paint. Good with the right hand. And Dreckman got back, just did not turn and find the ball. And Niemeyer gets the ball on the block for an easy 2. Young drives, kicks it to Dreckman, and he pulls it back out. Olsen, a short jumper. That's good. And that's the thing. Olsen getting the ball about 10 feet from the basket and passing it out so quickly. Wallace does not come to guard her, and that leaves a little jumper wide open, and she knocks it down.
It's Olsen's 6th point of the night.
Now the pass deflected away, and Harpenaugh comes away with it. It's 27-12. The Royals a 15-point lead with the ball. Harpenaugh on the deck, cross court. Dreckman is going to get called for a walk.
That was a really quick pass from Lana Florine, just in and out of the hands, and Dreckman just wasn't quite ready for it. That could have been either a really good pass from Dreckman or a nice three-point shot. Just young player, doesn't quite have that quick in-game experience yet. You hope to see him grow into that soon.
Here's a pick and roll. Wallace is going to draw the foul. Reimer set that up, able to dump it off to Wallace, who draws the foul on Olsen. It's her first. The 8th team foul on the Royals. Wallace at the line for 2. First free throw good. Allison Wallace, a 5'10 senior. One of 2 seniors on this HLP squad. A 4.5-point average, just a 35% free throw shooter on the season. And she gets both of them to go here.
Full line change here for HLP. We're going to get 5 new players into the ballgame.
27-14. Royals in front. 45 seconds to go in the first half. Dreckman will dump it off to Young at the top of the key. Royals playing a 5-out offense against this 2-3 zone. Somebody has to get in the middle. Here's Young, drives and kicks. Harpenaugh on the lane. Her shot is off. Contact there. No call, but the possession will stay with the Royals.
Only 8 seconds on that shot clock, so you got to set something up and get a quick shot here.
And now it's going to be almost stolen away. But the best part of that is HLP gains possession of it, and that's going to reset the shot clock, which in turn turns it off. So with 24 seconds to go, the Royals can hold for the last shot of the quarter. And I don't know if the players know it or not. Young thought about it, now goes into Olsen, who's double teamed, and a foul is going to be called on the floor. And once again, just not a lot of space there. And I think the Royals got to be mindful of where you're passing it to. A lot of traffic on that pick and roll opportunities, especially when you don't have any other post presence in there in a 5-out offense. Here's Young, stuck under the basket, gets rid of it. Now Florine shoots. Good
shot from the freshman.
Lana Florine knocks it down. 3 seconds to go. The heave at the quarter buzzer is no good, and the Royals have some momentum going into the halftime break, a 29-14 lead. We'll take a commercial break here for a couple of minutes. We'll be back with the Fuller Digital Solutions halftime show after this. Royals in front, 29-14.
Staying healthy means enjoying life's best moments, and the best way to stay healthy is to make your routine appointments. Whether you have new symptoms or it's time for your annual exam, the providers at Floyd Valley Healthcare know and listen to you, so you'll get the care that you need. We help you stay healthy by providing preventative care, finding health concerns early, managing chronic conditions, and connecting you with specialty care close to home. Don't miss a single special moment. Make your appointment today.
I'm Dr. Brooke Kahns. I'm a new general surgeon at Floyd Valley Healthcare, and I look forward to working with the community.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net. Insurance can be confusing. With all of the legal terms, different policies, what are you actually getting? With over 60 years of experience, there's no confusing the experts at Matkin Insurance. Let Matkin Insurance help you find the policies that fit your lifestyle, budget, and needs. Matkin Insurance takes pride in being an independent agency, always working for what's best for their customers. So what are you waiting for? Contact Matkin Insurance today.
Mike's Construction of Marcus is a second-generation general contractor who is a proud supporter of MMCRU, Royal Athletics, and academics. Mike's Construction can help build your dream home from the groundwork, starting with the foundation, to the detailed finish work on the inside. Take a minute to like Mike's Construction on Facebook and see some of the awesome work they have done, and keep them in mind for your next in-house project. Mike's Construction of Marcus. Go Royals!
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's today.
Back here in Remsen on the Fuller Digital Solutions halftime show. MMCRU in front 29-14 over Harris Lake Park. At the break, first half wrap up. MMCRU a 17-3 lead after the first quarter. A much more tightly contested second quarter. Outscoring HLP just 12-11, giving us our 29-14 score. Leading the way for MMCRU is senior guard Cora Olish, 11 points in the first half. 6 points for Belle Olson, 5 for Avery Schlinger, 5 for Jaden Young, and 2 points for Lana Florine. HLP led in the score column by Peyton Reimers is 5 points, 4 points for Kendall Niemeyer, and 4 for Allison Wallace. Lily Gunderson has a free throw to chip in. As we mentioned, the Royals 9-4 on the season, already 2-0 on the week, a 49-46 win at River Valley on Monday night, and a 63-41 win at Hartley Melvin Sanborn on Tuesday. The Royals will be hosting West Sioux tomorrow night in Marcus. A chance to have a perfect 4-0 week if they can close this one out tonight. So we look ahead at district play. First round of the Class 2A district basketball tournament for girls starts on Saturday, February 11th. We are waiting pairings that shall be coming here in the next week or so to find out where those first round assignments are at. In the meantime, the Royals, a couple of games next week and then a game the following week before starting into district play. So the regular season coming to an end here in just a couple of weeks, but Saturday, February 11th, the first round of the district tournament. Some other games from around the area tonight, or I should say around the War Eagle Conference. Hartley Melvin Sanborn is traveling to Boyden Hall. Galen Catholic hosting Trinity Christian. MOC Floyd Valley hosting Unity Christian, a crosstown matchup there. South O'Brien hosting Hinton, and West Sioux hosting West Lyon. So West Sioux hosting West Lyon. Some good out-of-conference matchups tonight. The only in-conference matchup, this one here in Marcus, and the Galen Catholic and Trinity Christian contest. And Michael, you have some scores for us from around the area?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a couple of scores from around the area. I'm struggling trying to find these War Eagle Conference scores, but I got a couple other local area scores for us. Cherokee and Spirit Lake facing off right now in Spirit Lake, and the Brave girls are leading 30-26, less than a minute to go before halftime. South O'Brien Hinton got a late start to that one. Hinton's up 13-4 with only 4 minutes to go in the first. Trinity Christian at Galen Catholic tied 18-18 at halftime. Pocahontas area leading Storm Lake St. Mary's 33-13 over at Storm Lake right now. If we find any more scores, we'll be sure to keep you posted, along with keeping you posted for the rest of the scores tonight.
Thanks, Michael. And Pocahontas area, a name that you hear occasionally, the girls squad over there ranked in Class 2A. Certainly a possible matchup there for MMCRU if the Royals would get sent to the east. Sibley Ocheyedan and Central Lyon, both ranked squads here in the far northwest corner of the state for Class 2A, and the Hinton Blackhawks right around that 15th ranking. So just some possible future opponents for the Royals here in the next couple of weeks as district play starts for the Lady Royals.
It'll be interesting with the Royals being up a class so far this season. New kind of playoff format, a couple new faces that they're going to face off against. Previous years we've seen a lot of the same Westwood or a couple of these other local small schools about this size, but the Royals, they're going to have to step up a bit this year when it comes to playoffs.
And not always a bad thing either. You got Newell Fonda that's still there, strong as ever, losing just one senior starter from last year's squad. And obviously Garrigan there, a strong Remsen St. Mary's team close by in Class 1A. So 2A might not be the worst possible matchups that they could have either. Not necessarily a bad thing, but We are 90 seconds away from the start of the second half. Let's take another commercial break, and we'll be back with the start of the second half right after this here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
I chose the NCC CNA course because I just really liked the instructors and the entire NCC community, how welcoming everybody is, and I was able to take it in high school and get it done before I started college.
The new facility here at NCC has been great. You've got every tool you can think of. You're never struggling to find something. Just the facility as a whole has been awesome. It makes the learning a lot more interesting and a lot more hands-on, and it's just been great.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with Land O'Lakes and canned feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Seconds away from the start of the second half. And as we mentioned, some scores from around the area. Just one thing to keep in mind, the Lakes Conference Wrestling Tournament going on in Cherokee tonight. Kyle Jorgensen there for KCHE covering that with live updates on 92.1. And obviously Cherokee and MMCRU wrestling program together. So a few Royals wrestling in the Lakes Conference Tournament tonight. Good luck to them in Cherokee. If we can get any updates, we'll certainly pass those along. Royals in front 29-14 with 1 half to play, and the Wolves will have it out of the halftime break. There's Peyton Reimers guarded by Olish. And an official's timeout as the shot clock never started with the game clock. 12 seconds in. See if they can put the shot clock down to 23.
We also got Royals bowling going on tonight over at Ida Grove against OABCIG. A couple of names of that: Carson Luch, Bryce Staub. The Royals also bowl a little bit with Remsen St. Mary's, I do believe. So Austin Klein, a sophomore, facing off down there tonight. Royals bowling team off to 6-0 start so far this season, so pretty impressive squad so far this year.
Several programs and opportunities at the MMCRU School District. Thanks for the update on that, Michael. It's nice to give recognition to those student athletes. Wolves with it, down to 6 on the shot clock. Here's a 3, Gunderson, no good. And Jaden Young will run the point guard position for the Royals on the first offensive set in the second half. Kennedy Tenniger in the ball game. Here's Olson, backside pass, Schlinger, good! And the Cousins connect. Olson to Schlinger, and Avery knocks down the triple, her second of the night. And 8 points for Schlinger. Royals, their largest lead at 18.
It's been a nice night shooting the three-point ball for Olson, Schlinger, and Olish.
And a foul on the floor, and Olish just picked up her third. Olish has to be careful. They have called some touchy fouls on her tonight. Core likes to play physical and is not getting away with it here so far. Here's Reimers inside. She's going to miss the left-handed layup. Olish just cut her loose there to finish it, but she couldn't. Now there's a pass. Olson's 3, in and out. And a good look from Bell. And now Young, a diving attempt into the stands to save the possession, but cannot. And the Wolves will have it.
You know, I think, like you said, Olish plays aggressive, and I think she kind of developed into that, playing teams like Newell Fonda, playing teams like Bishop Garrigan, where you got to play aggressive. And when you come into a team in a situation like this where they're going to call a lot of those fouls, you got to make sure you ain't using that arm, pushing off. You ain't driving into guys too hard, you're going to get those calls.
Wolves with it. Here's Reimers. She's going to fire a jumper in and out. Peyton Reimers has been fairly quiet outside of about a 10-second stretch where she had all 5 of her points, and now Alish off the mark. Fairly balanced scoring attack for both squads so far in this one. Now a 3 short for HLP's Kendall Niemeyer, and the Royals control the glass. Here's Young dribbling it up into the front court. Tenniger inside to Alish. Her short jumper is long. Wallace is going to get called for a travel. She wanted to kick it out. And Tenniger was right there to obstruct the pass and forces the turnover. Substitutions for the Wolves. 2-3 zone. Reimers and Niemeyer at the top of it. Wallace out of the ball game as Delaney DeBoom checks in. Here's Young's 3, a short. And now a run out. Here's Reimers with the left hand. Euro step. Right-handed scoop. No good.
Great job from Belle Olson. Plant your feet. Don't get the foul called on you. Just disrupt the shot.
Royals have been pretty good tonight in transition defense, and now Alish forces that one sideline, nowhere to go with it, and gives it right back. Left-handed drive. Reimers no good, and a foul on the floor. And Schlinger just picked up her 3rd foul. And Coach Jillian Lecce not happy with the call, and once again, a lot of touchy fouls, and the Royals have a couple of players with 3 here halfway through the 3rd quarter.
Coach Lecce going to be put in a position she's probably going to have to play some of these young names a little bit earlier than I think she would have hoped to.
3, no good for Reimers, and Alish tracks it down. Now HLP in that 2-3 zone, trapping out of it. Maybe unintentionally, but they did, and the Royals reversal a touch foul called on the baseline, and Olsen will inbound for the Royals into their own basket. Foul called on DeBoom. It's her 2nd, the first Wolves foul of the 2nd half, as we are 3:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. Young passes it off to Harpnaugh, gives it back to her in the corner, and now Young's going to get called for a walk. Wolves with it in the half court, trying to find some offense. Here's a 3 off the mark. A long rebound right back to the Wolves. And Kelsey Arrett saves the possession, but just 7 on the shot clock, and it's turned over. Olsen comes away with it. A quiet 3rd quarter. The Royals hit a 3 on their opening possession with Avery Schlinger. Neither team has scored since. We are about 3 minutes away from the 4th quarter. Here's Young. Wraparound pass. Ends up in the hands of Alish, and a 3-second call. Going the other way. Wallace back into the ball game as Lily Gunderson checks out. As we mentioned, the Wolves, just 2 seniors, Callie Sohn and Allison Wallace. Most of the squad will be back next year. For HLP, continuing to gain valuable experience.
Nice defensive play from Alish. Slapped that ball out of the hands. Royals possession.
Now Alish fires a 3. That's short. Olsen able to track it down and save the possession. Belle Olsen has great instincts in the paint, especially in the offensive glass, and Long shots mean long rebounds, and she has put herself in a position to gain a lot of those, especially with as many threes as the Royals have thrown up there tonight.
Kelsey Arrett's going to check out of the game after picking up another foul there.
Polish on the deck. That shot no good. Offensive rebound. Harpenoff comes away with it. And Reimer's called for the foul. It's her third.
And now HLP in a position with their top scorer with 3 fouls. So interesting situation for both of these teams right now.
Polish in the paint, and now a push called on the floor. And that one's going to go on Niemeyer. That's her second. So HLP played the first 3 minutes here of the third quarter without picking up a foul, and they've picked up 3 since. Harpenoff's 3. No good. Wallace the rebound, and a foul on the outlet pass. That one's going to go on Young.
And that's another one Coach Lecce's not thrilled about, but how it's been all night. There's not much you can do about it right now.
Yeah, that one more beneficial than not because HLP had a couple of runouts there if they don't foul her. So that might have been a beneficial call for the Royals there. And now a defensive stop as Alish comes away with it. 1:55 to go, third quarter. MMCRU a 32-14 lead. Just a 3-0 scoring advantage here in the third quarter after Avery Schlinger knocked down a triple in the very first Royals offensive possession at the 7:20 mark. Trying to find a bucket inside. Alish all the way in. Contact, no call. And it's going to stay with the Royals. Just 5 seconds on the shot clock. Alish with it, drives in, and a foul called on the floor. If it's on Reimers, and it is, it's her 4th. Reimers her 4th personal with 1:26 to go in the third quarter. And the first player on either squad with 4 fouls.
HLP's going to leave her in there right now.
Young fires it up. And I don't know if she thought the shot clock only had 5 seconds on it. Now Reimers lays it in with the left hand. A rushed shot with a fresh shot clock. And now Reimers comes away with the steal, and she's going to walk with it before putting it on the deck.
Beneficial call for the Royals, but I don't know if I like that being called right there. She put a dribble down right away.
Here's Alish. Short jumper, no good. And this has been left to be desired third quarter for each of these squads. Royals a 16-point advantage, but just 1 field goal in the first minute of the quarter, and HLP picks up their first field goal with a minute 20 to go in the quarter. Here's Olsen out to Young. 13 on the clock. Alish fires a 3. Good! And finally, the 7-minute drought is over on a 3-point basket for Alish. She has 14, and the Royals lead 35-16. Reimers drives, kicks. Deflected away, and now it'll be thrown away with 6 seconds on the game clock.
Riley Grove sneaking away underneath the basket here.
And Alish has it. Try to go the full length of the court, and she can certainly do that. Gets around everybody. A 3 at the buzzer, no good. After 3, MMCRU in front, 35-16. We'll be back here for the 4th and final quarter right after this here on FDS.
Schmelling Construction is a general excavating company that specializes in farm drainage, terraces, waterways, demolition, and concrete asphalt recycling. They are a proud supporter of the local school district and community. Schmelling Construction is a family-owned business that has been going strong since 1977. Visit them online at schmellingconstruction.com and be sure to like them on Facebook.
Back here for the start of the fourth quarter, MMCRU in front, 35-16. The Lady Royals looking for their third win of the week. A chance to get a 4-game sweep here tomorrow night. 35-16 advantage. A tough third quarter for both squads. The Royals end up outscoring the Wolves 6-2. 8 total points and 8 total fouls called in that quarter as well. The Royals a 3-point basket 40 seconds in and a 3-point basket with 30 seconds to go. They'll have the ball here to start the fourth quarter. Here's Harpenaugh, uses a screen and gives it off. There's Young at the top of the key, puts it on the deck, gives it off to Groves. Inside to Olish. Her shot no good, but a foul called. Freshman Riley Groves still in the ball game for MMCRU. Once again, Groves, Florine, and Dreckman, all three freshmen, have seen the floor for at least a few minutes tonight.
And I'd expect to see some more of this Royals bench, maybe a little bit of Andrea Penning and Alyssa Rupp, maybe some Spenner in there as these starters got a lot of fouls, and the Royals with a good 20-point lead.
Olish gets the first free throw to go. The second through. She's 4 of 4 from the line tonight. Has 16 points to lead all scorers. And the pass attempt of Wallace draws a tie up. The arrow keeps it with the Wolves.
It was a good job by Wallace stealing a possession away from Belle Olson there.
Delaney DeBoom also in the ball game. Reimers inside against Harpenaugh. Her left-handed finish is good. Reimers has 9. The Wolves three from Harpenaugh is good. The Wolves attempted a full-court press. The Royals break it. Groves almost walked with it, got rid of it, and now Harpenaugh, her first field goal tonight with that 3 from the right wing.
Good defense there from Harpenaugh, keeping Reimers locked up at the point really nicely.
3-point attempt short for Arrett. Here's Olsen with it. Good ball movement. Olsen from the free throw line short. A good look, and the Royals passing the ball pretty well in the half court. Now Reimers goes in out of control. Misses everything. Here's Young back the other way. She forces it up, misses everything, and a timeout, or jump ball, called. It'll stay with the Royals.
Harpenaugh lucky to avoid the over-the-back foul there. And got her hands on the basketball, got the jump. That one could have went either way.
Now some discussion amongst the officials. HLP does have 6 team fouls, so the Royals in the bonus the rest of the ball game. 6:07 to go in this one. Royals basketball with a 22-point lead, 6:07 to go off the alternate possession arrow. Here's Olish, drives and kicks. Now Young passes up on a 3. Her short jumper, good. And Jaden Young passes up on a decent 3-point look and hits the dribble jump shot instead. And the largest lead of the night at 24.
Young up 7 points on the night. Good performance.
Wallace in, no good on that floater. And now Groves ahead of the pack, and the freshman can't catch up to the pass from Alish.
Cora with a little Patrick Mahomes style sidearm chuck.
It was a good look, just out of the reach of Groves. Now the Royals are going to bring some subs into the ball game. Is Tenniger back in, as is Schlinger. Niemeyer gets rid of it as Arrett has it at the top. Wallace, a size advantage, gets it in the paint. Looks backside, a three-point attempt off the mark. And a good look for Hibma. Couldn't get it to go. Alish drives baseline, stays in bounds, and short on the jumper on the baseline, and a foul called on Arrett.
Fouls on number 10, Kelsey Arrett.
That's the fourth foul on Arrett.
At the line for the 1-1, Cora Alish.
They're going to call the foul on the floor after the shot, apparently. So Alish should go to the line for the front end of a 1-1. First is good. As we mentioned, Alish, an 80% free throw shooter on the season, now 5 of 5 from the line in this one. Second right through, and Alish leads all scorers with 17.
Alish 1 point away from making that average. He averaged an 18.2 so far this year.
Niemeyer,
on the row of that.
Niemeyer gets the lay, and she's got 6, and now a backcourt press. Pass deflected by Wallace, and the Wolves come away with a steal, and then a foul on the Royals called right after it. Groves picks up her first foul. And I think the score column on the scoreboard is incorrect. I think Alish does have 18 points on the night. Niemeyer, floater good off the glass. She's got back-to-back baskets. And Alish throws it deep to Groves. Comes away with the catch and lays it in. Riley Groves, the freshman, her first, had one free throw earlier, her first field goal. She's got 3 points on the night. Alish drives, passes the Young. Here's Tenniger, 3, in and out. In the rebound to Arrett. She might have gotten away with a double dribble off the rebound. Schlinger's going to get called for her fourth foul. 70 feet from the basket. Your coach, Jillian Lecce, can't be happy with that. 24-point lead with 3:42 to go. Now the Royals look to go to a 2-3 zone defensively. They're going to match up out of it. And that pass deflected by Groves and taken away by Schlinger.
Tenniger battling for position in the paint. So looking for a pass.
Ten on the shot clock. Schlinger will fire a 3 and it's short. Alish comes away with it, but is called for a travel. An empty possession for the Royals. 2:57 to go. 46-22. It has been all MMCRU in this one after jumping out to a 17-3 lead at the end of the first quarter. Now Tenniger will run out. And the shot blocked away by DeBoom. If your coach Jillian lets you go ahead and run a half-court set, take some time off the clock. Young throws it out to Alish. Now the pass is going to go into the backcourt for an over and back violation. Pass stolen away by Groves now at the top of the key. Riley all the way in and lays it in.
Nice work from the freshman, staying under control. Good breakaway.
Groves now with 5 on the night. I take that back. I think she has just 4. I believe they gave one of Cora's points to her earlier.
I think you're right there, Tim.
Now Groves jumps another pass. And the freshman leaves it for Alish. Left-handed layup, no good. Alish, second chance, good, and the foul. And how about Riley Groves, the freshman, coming in and making a couple of nice plays here in the fourth quarter. 4 points, and you just as well give her the assist on that one. Alish will go to the line for the and one opportunity.
Florine checks in for MMCRU, Dreckman as well.
All 3 Royals freshmen on the floor.
Now Spenner checks in as well for Young.
Minute 53 to go. Alish leaves the free throw short. And now Alish with the steal. Scoop and score. And Alish right back to the free throw line. And if she can make the free throw, she'll sub herself out. And Groves comes out of the ball game. Looks like Andrea Penning checks in for her. And who's at the bench waiting to come in?
That's the athletic one in my family, Tim. Alyssa Rupp checks in for Cora Alish.
And Alyssa into the ball game as Cora, her night will end with 22 points. And a minute 40 to go. The Royals up by 31. Both teams have some bench players in now. Get an opportunity to play. A three-pointer on the way. It's short. Here's Florine on the rebound. She races ahead. And that pass to Penning is picked off. And behind the defense in a layup no good for HLP's Riley Rakin. Possession arrow will stay with the Wolves.
Minute 05 on the clock. Royals up 53-22.
Riley Whitrock passes up on the three-point opportunity. That three is short by Marissa Kruger. It'll go out of bounds to MMCRU. $50 seconds to go. Here's Florine to Dreckman. Her three on the way. Off the mark. Rupp battling for the rebound and a jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Royals. Dreckman drives, step through, no good off the glass, put back, good for Olivia Spenner, and Spenner is in the score column. Driving a kick, here's Whitrock, passes it off. Dribble drive, and it's lost by Danica DeBoom, and the Royals have it. With 5 seconds to go, Kalia Dreckman fires a three off the mark. And that will do it. Final score in tonight's girls contest, 55-22 MMCRU. A winner in this one. They improved to 10-4 on the season. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be back with the FDS post-game show after this. Royals win tonight's girls contest 55-22.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
When you walk into Sioux Valley Family Health, we want you to feel as if you are entering our home.
At Sioux Valley Family Health, our goal is to improve the health of our community by improving the health of the families who live here. Dr. Christopher Vandaloon and his staff are here to serve you because our priority is to treat each patient as if they are our own family. Make an appointment with us today.
Your family is our family at Sioux Valley Family Health.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support MMCRU Sports. As Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 17 years, our experienced ag lenders are ready to help your farm operation succeed. If you need financing for a new home or vehicle, our lenders are ready to listen. Come to United Bank of Iowa for your child's first savings and checking account, as well as financing their first vehicle or 4-H livestock. We're committed to rural Iowa and the communities we serve. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa, with offices at 35 locations in West Central Iowa, including the local Cleghorn and Marcus offices. Member FDIC.
Westel offers faster internet speeds for your new devices. The new year's begun, and your home may have new internet-connected devices. Maybe Santa brought your children new phones, tablets, or a gaming console, or maybe you used holiday money to finally purchase the new computer or smart home devices you've been wanting. The more devices, the more speed you need, along with a quality router to support them. To enjoy the best internet experience, call Westel at 712-786-1181 to upgrade to a new internet speed and a Westel-managed Wi-Fi router.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
We hope that your school spirit is contagious when cheering on the Royals. At American Bank, we are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact on our community. With our $3 for 3-pointers program, the varsity girls and boys are able to increase the contribution that is made to the Royals Booster Club. American Bank is wishing you a happy and healthy basketball season and that all your swishes come true. American Bank, achieving success together. Member FDIC.
Contact Culligan, your local water expert.
Culligan Water not only sells the best water softeners, but also rents them. Big box plumbers and online sellers don't. With renting, you never pay for repairs or extended warranties. And Culligan softeners are backed by the world's largest dealer network. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
We believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
Gangler Feed Service in Remsen is your complete farm store. We feed all farm species, and we're a Hubbard, Kent, and Big Game dealer. Whether it's sprayers, grain banking, corn drying, or feeding your animals, we're your complete farm store, and service is our business. Gangler Feed Service in Remsen. Call them at 786-2234 or stop in and see them. Service is our business at Gangler Feed Store, Remsen.
Welcome back here to the Fuller Digital Solutions postgame show. Final score in tonight's girls contest. MMCRU a 53-22 winner over Harris Lake Park. The Royals complete the season sweep of the Wolves, winning the first contest 53-41 and tonight's 53-22 win. Royals jumped out to a 17-3 lead at the end of the first quarter, led 29-14 at the break, and then outscored the Wolves 24-8 in the second half to win that one going away. Leading scorer for the Royals tonight, Cora Olish, 23 points to go along with 6 rebounds. 8 points for Avery Schlinger, 7 for Jaden Young, 6 for Isabel Olson, 3 points for Kylie Harpenaugh, and 2 for Lana Florine. Not in our scorebook for whatever reason is Riley Groves, and Groves, I believe, had 4 points on the night for the Royals. Harris Lake Park led offensively by Peyton Reimers and her 9 points, 8 for Kendall Niemeyer, 4 for Allison Wallace, and 1 for Lily Gunderson. Royals improved to 10-4 overall, 4-2 in the conference. The Royals back in action in Marcus tomorrow night, hosting West Sioux. That one a 6 o'clock start at the MMCRU High School gym. Harris Lake Park falls to 3-11 on the season. The Wolves will be back in action tomorrow night as they host Akron Westfield. As we mentioned, just a couple weeks left of the regular season. The Royals have West Sioux. They're going to travel to Hull Western Christian on Monday night next week for a non-conference game, just a girls game, before duking it out with South O'Brien, Galen Catholic, GTRA, and Unity Christian to end the regular season. Girls district play starts in Class 2A on Saturday, February 11th. We will await the postseason assignments for the MMCRU girls. The boys squads on the court warming up for the nightcap of the doubleheader. We're going to take another commercial break. We'll be back flipping the script to the pregame show in the boys contest right after this here on FDS.
At Happy Siesta Healthcare Center in Remsen, Iowa, we strive to provide a comfortable home away from home, whether your needs are for long-term care or rehab to home. Regardless of your level of care, our mission is to provide you and your loved ones with quality, compassionate care in your time of need. An outpatient therapy is available with Remsen Rehab, located inside Happy Siesta. And Happy Siesta Healthcare Center is always looking for quality employees, so contact us if you'd like to work here. Happy Siesta Healthcare Center, Remsen.
Really?
Farmers State Bank of Marcus, a real community bank, locally owned, and their purpose is still to service the people of Marcus, their neighbors, and the farm community for all their financial needs. Visit fsbmarcus.com for more information. With years of banking experience, along with care and attention, it's Farmers State Bank's purpose to serve the people of Marcus. Farmers State Bank welcomes you, a real community bank. Member FDIC.
Family has been providing trusted funerals since 1943, when Joseph and Adele Fish bought Remsen's only funeral home. Beginning in 1976, Joe's son Joel and his wife Jean continued the tradition of being a family-owned and operated business. In 2009, David and Elizabeth Fish carried the family tradition into the future and now offer monuments. The Fish family is honored to assist you in your time of need, offering care and compassion. Fish Funeral Home and Monuments in Remsen, our family serving your family since 1943.
Floyd Valley Healthcare, we want you to travel somewhere fun, not to a doctor's appointment. Specialists, specialty clinics, and outpatient services bring advanced skills and training and make diagnostics and treatment capabilities more accessible, keeping care convenient and close to home. Working in step with your healthcare team, specialists communicate and collaborate to provide you and your family the care that you need. To learn more about specialty services, talk with your provider or visit floydvalley.org.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back here to the Farmer State Bank pregame show, as we are going to flip the script looking ahead to tonight's boys contest, but we're going to take a look at some area scores from tonight as well. We mentioned a few non-conference games around the War Eagle Conference tonight, a couple of good matchups, and Michael's going to have some scores from around the area here for us.
Yeah, Tim, we mentioned the Pocahontas area squad. They won 66-25 against Storm Lake St. Mary's tonight. We got a final from OABCIG and Woodbury Central. OABCIG won that one 47-22. Saw that Brian Hinton was still going on with 7 minutes in the third. That game was Hinton leading 39-16. And then a couple games still going on right now. We got a close one, Galen and Trinity Christian. Let's take a look exactly at that one right now. That game is tied 29-29 with 16 seconds left in the fourth. Then we look over to the Cherokee Braves squad right now, battling it out with Spirit Lake. And last I checked that one, that was 55-51 in favor of Spirit Lake at the moment. So a couple of close games still going on around the Fuller Digital community. And actually an update on that Spirit Lake Cherokee game. Spirit Lake leading 55-54. So a couple of games. Feel free to check those out on the Fuller Digital community. Big slate of games going on tonight. And like we said, a couple of those games could affect the Royals' playoff formatting, specifically possibly Pocahontas area. So,
thanks, Michael. And I know Spirit Lake and Cherokee just played last week in a close girls contest that Cherokee came out ahead on. Spirit Lake looking for revenge, and it sounds like a good ball game there.
Yes, sir.
And just for the quick score update on the big schools, the Iowa Hawkeyes on the road tonight at Michigan State. The Hawkeyes a 45-41 lead over the Spartans in East Lansing, 11:56 to go in that one. The Hawkeyes looking for a big road win in the Big Ten. As mentioned, the Royals back in action tomorrow night in Marcus against West Sioux. We'll have that one for you here on Fuller Digital Solutions as well. Let's flip the script to the boys contest tonight. MMCRU coming off a 63-51 loss at Hartley Melvin Sanborn on Tuesday night. The Royals were able to pick up a road win 67-55 on Monday night at River Valley. Royals 5-8 overall on the season, 2-5 in conference play. Trying to improve on that and get that record back to 500 before the start of district play, and a big one here for them tonight to accomplish that. The first meeting between these two squads back on December 6th, HLP a 67-54 win over MMCRU. The Wolves led that one 33-25 at the half and outscored the Royals in the third quarter to pull away. MMCRU is led by Brayson Mulders, 14 points and 9 rebounds. Michael Peterson had 12 and 7, and Kyler Bork had 11 points. The Wolves were led by Caleb Hemphill in his 23-point effort. Tice Gunderson had 14, and Eli Robinson had 11. That back on the second game of the season for each of these squads. They'd tell you that many things have changed since then. Both squads have improved, but who's improved more? And we're going to find that out tonight in this one. Michael, anything you'd like to add as far as any observations heading into the boys contest tonight?
I got to say, I'm really impressed with Brayson Mulder. Didn't start the first couple games of the season. He started 10 out of the 12. And, he's leading the team in points per game with 12.8. And as a young kid, he's really been a spark for all of MMCRU's athletics from the football field up until the basketball court, and I'm excited to see it continue on tonight. Also, Kyler Bork, just a really good perimeter shooter, shooting 31.9% from the field and 26 from the three-point line. But he takes a lot of shots. He's the one consistent three-point shooter for MMCRU. You see him taking a lot of three-point shots every night, averaging 9.5 a night, and shooting 75% from the free throw line. So, and then overall, Michael Peterson playing really strong defense and getting a lot of rebounds, averaging 6.8 rebounds a game. Fun sophomore to watch, really aggressive player. And Jace Colling with 3 assists per game, and he's just been an athletic spark for the Royals as well.
We are about 4.5 minutes away from the start of this one. We're going to take another commercial break, and we'll be back with the Farmers State Bank starting lineups in this one and tip-off right around the corner. We'll be back right after this here on Full Alert Digital Solutions.
Insurance can be confusing. With all of the legal terms, different policies, what are you actually getting? With over 60 years of experience, there's no confusing the experts at Matkin Insurance. Let Matkin Insurance help you find the policies that fit your lifestyle, budget, and needs. Matkin Insurance takes pride in being an independent agency, always working for what's best for their customers. So what are you waiting for? Contact Matkin Insurance today.
Mike's Construction of Marcus is a second-generation general contractor who is a proud supporter of MMCRU Royal Athletics and academics. Mike's Construction can help build your dream home from the groundwork, starting with the foundation, to the detailed finish work on the inside. Take a minute to like Mike's Construction on Facebook and see some of the awesome work they have done, and keep them in mind for your next in-house project. Mike's Construction of Marcus. Go Royals!
And welcome back here to the Farmers State Bank pregame show. It's the Royals and the Wolves live from Remsen on this Thursday night. The second part of tonight's doubleheader coming at you here in just a couple of minutes. And we're going to take a look at the Farmers State Bank starting lineups for this one tonight in the boys contest. First for the home team, the Royals, starting at guard, a 5'10 senior, number 14, Gunnar Johnson. And another guard spot, a 6'1 junior, number 12, Kyler Bork. At a forward position, a 6'4 freshman, number 32, Brayson Mulder. In the post, a 6'3 sophomore, number 22, Michael Peterson. And the big man in the middle for the Royals, a 6'4 junior, number 42, Mitchell Schnepp. The Royals coached by Cam Kuchel, assisted by Brad Hodgen, Shane Bork, and Rocky Bork. The Royals coming to this one 5-8 on the season, 2-5 in conference play. The visiting Wolves starting lineups for HLP at guard, number 10, a 5'10 junior, Lucas Arenstorff. And another guard spot, a 5'10 senior, number 34, Tice Gunderson. At forward, a 6'2 junior, number 14, Devin Meyer. Another guard position, a 6'1 junior, number 22, Caleb Hemphill. And the big man in the middle for the Wolves, and tall at that, a 6'7 sophomore, number 44, Justice Voss. The Wolves are coached by Jeff Sohn, assisted by Lane Gunderson and Neil Robinson. HLP 3-8 on the year, 1-3 in conference play.
HLP, their last 5, they suffered 3 straight losses. Remsen St. Mary's, Hinton, and West Sioux picked up a victory against Trinity Christian and fell to Galen Catholic for their last 5. And the Royals, on the other hand, losers against HMS, 2 wins against River Valley and Akron Westfield, a loss to St. Mary's, and a victory against HMS back in January. Early January, I should say.
And just looking at the HLP schedule, the Wolves looking for their first conference road win of the season. They'd have one road win on the year, a 71-50 win at Sibley Ocheyedan back on January 9th. That a non-conference victory for HLP. The Wolves led offensively by senior Tice Gunderson, averaging 13.5 points per ball game. Hemphill averaging 9.5. The Royals, well, the big man, I should mention Justice Voss, averaging 8.5 per night as well for HLP. Royals led offensively by Brayson Mulder, the freshman, about 13 points per night, 6.5 rebounds. And just about into double figures, Kyler Bork at 9.5 a night, and just under 8 a night for Michael Peterson. The Royals start just one senior in Gunnar Johnson. HLP starts just one senior in Tice Gunderson.
Historically, HLP has dominated this matchup 13-3. Royals last time they took down HLP, it was back in December of 2021, a 55-49 victory for MMCRU. But since then, it's been HLP, multiple victories, dating all the way back to 2015. Like we said, the Royals only won 3, looking to turn the tide around here a little bit and keep carrying a little bit of momentum they've been playing with. You know, they got that one loss against HMS, but that HMS squad is just full of athletes, multiple guys going on to play D1 football and other athletics, so that's a talented school right now. But good wins over River Valley and Akron Westfield, and that win prior against HMS too still carries some weight. So I'm excited for what this game has in store for us tonight. I'm excited to see Brayson Mulder with that little bit of size advantage he has against some of these guys, and the mobility that Michael Peterson brings to the table, Jace Colling, and of course, like we mentioned, the shooting ability of Kyler Bork. I'm excited for what this game has in store, Tim.
The last time we've seen the Royals at home was back here in Remsen last Thursday night as they knocked off Akron Westfield 54-51, and a come from behind victory in the fourth quarter. We are expecting another doozy here tonight in the boys contest. Two evenly matched teams and a couple of tightly contested ball games here recently. Should have a good one tonight. Royals, the home squad in their home whites with the blue letters and numbers, and the HLP Wolves in their blue unis with the white numbers and white letters with the white trim down the side. Here's Michael Peterson to jump against Voss. Voss wins the tip. Here's Gunderson right away into the teeth of the defense. Can't get it to go, and the Royals clear.
And Justin Voss standing 6'7", a tall kid taking that jump. Michael Peterson met him right there in the air.
That pass deflected out of bounds by HLP's Lucas Ehrenstorff. Will be a turnover for MMCRU.
Mitch Schnepp, tough assignment today against Voss. So you don't see Mitch Schnepp too often have a size disadvantage. He's a big kid, but I'm excited for that matchup.
Very much a guard-oriented team here despite the size of Voss. That three-point attempt no good from Hemphill, and it goes out of bounds to MMCRU. Hemphill led all scorers the last time these two met with 23 points and shot it very well that night. Here's Peterson right off the glass, no good, right into the chest of Meyer. An empty possession. Now Meyer might have gotten away with a walk on the left wing. Get his own rebound. Gunderson fires a triple. That's short. And Mulder with the rebound.
Good screen from Peterson. Shot from Bork. Just off.
Schnepp saves the possession. Royals overloaded on that right side, and they'll pull it out and reset with a fresh shot clock. HLP in a man-to-man defense. Now Schnepp inside against Voss, puts it on the deck. uses a ball fake, and he'll draw the foul on Voss.
Yeah, Mitch had Voss out of position there and didn't realize it. Had a good attempt, but drew the foul either way, and an early foul on Voss. That gets the crowd into it here.
And a good ball fake from Schnepp to create some space there. He needs to use the left hand. If he does that, he has an easy 2 there. Instead of trying going back to the right to finish it, he's going to get 2 free throws for it and picks up the foul on Voss. Schnepp was really, HMS really played his right hand in Hartley the other night. They're giving him the left. It's something he's got to take advantage of. Knocks down the first free throw there. And Schnepp, the junior post player, has one more.
Schnepp shooting 43% from the stripes. So you'd like to see him improve that a little bit.
And another rebound from Mulder, and then he's going to throw it away, trying to get it out to Bork.
Good awareness from Mulder, just in a tough trap position there. Tried to dish it out and loose ball. So a 1-0 lead for MMCRU.
Here's Aaron Storff way out right. Now Gunderson drives baseline, and he is. And a foul's called. I think it is maybe away from the ball. Mulder's going to get called for the push. Didn't see much there, but the first team foul on the Royals. Now inside, Myers fouled. And if we learned anything from the girls' contest tonight, if you take it to the rack, you're probably going to end up at the free throw line if you don't make it. If there's any kind of contact, it has been getting called. Here's Devin Meyer at the line, and he knocks down the first. Free throws could be a huge part of this one.
I really think with the size advantage that Voss brings to the table, if the Royals can attack him inside the line, like you said, there were a lot of foul calls in that girls' game. It'd be really, really beneficial if the Royals could get him on the bench early.
There's a triangle and one, about 3/4 court just to control tempo. And the Royals break it easily. Here's Bork with it at the top of the key. Now going inside to Schnepp. Mitchell draws a double team. He goes up against Voss, and it's blocked. And now a jump ball. Possession arrow should keep it with the Royals. And I realize you got to get the ball inside, but Schnepp at a disadvantage there against Voss. That can't be your only offense. You have to have some cutters away from the ball and just need better ball movement in general from the players on the floor.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit of in and out work, try and get some shots to Kyler, shots for Mulder.
HLP comes out of the inbounds in a 2-3 zone. Mulder, no good. Offensive rebound.
Sent back
Tipped
by
to
Voss.
Bork, and Voss sends it away. Ehrenstorff passes in the middle. Voss, his left hand, no good.
Went up a little bit too strong with it.
Mulder passes up on the wide open 3. Bork uses a screen. That jumper no good. Michael Peterson an offensive rebound. Now Bork wide open again, and he's going to get called for a charge. A good call there.
Good job from Gunderson. See Kai put his shoulder down. Looks like Lucas Brown's going to check into the game for Mitch here. Freshman, kind of a post player. He's going to walk right up to Voss, try to guard him.
Lucas Brown, the first off the bench tonight. They're going to Voss, and he lays it in right away. And that's the gamble you take if you try to front the post. And that was way too easy. Now here's Peterson. Shot off the glass, no good. Brown comes away with the offensive rebound. His shot, put back, no good. But a foul called, and Lucas Brown will go to the line for 2.
We're going to call it on Voss here. That's his second foul here early in the first.
And with 4:31 to go in the first quarter, the HLP big man has 2 fouls and a dilemma on what to do, and he's going to have to come out. It looks like Hemphill back into the ball game, so a more of a guard-oriented lineup for HLP. Eli Robinson in the ball game here off the bench as well. Brown gets both free throws, and the Wolves a 4-3 lead. 3.5 minutes into this one.
HLP without that big man, and they're going to pick up the tempo here, run similar to that girls' Newell Fonda try and scheme, especially without a size advantage against MMCRU.
And one for Gunderson. He finishes inside. The foul going to be assessed to Gunnar Johnson. It's his first, already the fourth team foul on MMCRU. Gunderson, the leading scorer on the squad.
Four-man press from HLP. Royals trying to break it with two.
Mulder able to get it to Brown. Now some motion for the Royals up top, and that one lost out of bounds. It'll go to the Wolves. A couple of times the Royals have had some opportunities on the perimeter, and they just have not pulled the trigger. They haven't been a great shooting team this year by any means. And now with Voss on the bench, an opportunity to go at the post. Now might be a time you look to put Schnepp in.
Looks like Jonah Peterson's going to go down to the scorer's table, so he's more of a big man type player for this Royals team.
Johnson, no good off the glass. He had it initially, and then it was Robinson contesting it. You still have to go up strong there, at least try to draw a foul or pull it back out. Now HLP turns it over in transition.
Higher, just a couple too many steps. Peterson will check in.
3:27 to go, first quarter. The HLP Wolves a 7-3 lead. Royals break the press relatively easy. Now Mulder on a cut. Can't finish off the glass. And now the Wolves run the other way. That is a scoop and score with ease for Robinson. And those are the opportunities you have to finish. Now here's Brown, and he is going to be fouled on the floor by Robinson. And right now it's turned into a bit of a track meet, and the Wolves able to finish inside easier than the Royals, and that's the difference in this one. Here comes Derek Goth and Jace Cowling in the ball game for the first time tonight. The 3:08 mark of the first quarter. Cowling to Goth, to Bork, corner three. Off the mark, and Brown tracks down the offensive rebound. Here's Jonah Peterson. He goes inside to Cowling, back out. Now Peterson wants to drive in there. Avoids contact, can't finish. A good take from Peterson. He just got to finish that. And now a deflected pass will give it back to the Royals. Brown drives, kicks. Goth's corner three, in and out. And a good look from Derek. A bit of a sharpshooter, just couldn't get that one to go. Now Gunderson in, no good. And the rebound to Hemphill. He can't finish off the glass. Gunderson backside and an easy lay-in for the Wolves for Carter Hibma.
Some constant pressure from HLP there. Like to see the Royals get some of those rebounds, but man, just attacking the hoop.
And right now an 11-3 lead in a timeout from Coach Cam Kuchel with some miscommunication and much needed. HLP an 11-3 lead, 2:08 to go in the first quarter, a 30-second timeout taken by the Royals. We're going to keep it here, and what are some observations here in a dominant first quarter from HLP, Michael?
Well, they're really playing the transition game well, even with Voss out, summon some more speed guys in, and they've ran past MMCRU to this point. The Royals, I really think, just need to calm down. If Voss is out of the game, they have a size advantage regardless of who's in. So I'd like to see him take a deep breath and run this offense. Kuchel draws up a good scheme. These boys need to put their heads down and do it right.
This one has been a lot about matchups. You've seen Voss into the game 6-7 to start it. Mitchell Schnepp matched up with him. And then as soon as Voss got into foul trouble, Schnepp came out, and we have not seen him back in. But the Royals want to go into the post and try to slow this game down. Now might be the time to do that with a bit of a size advantage in there. And now trying to go right inside to Peterson, and it's stolen away. And the Royals turn it over right out of the timeout.
I do think the risk with putting Schnepp in the game right now is HLP carries a lot of speed, And Mitch ain't the fastest guy. He's a left tackle. He can get up and down the court, but it'll wear him out quickly. So it's a tough call for Coach, trying to keep tall guys in the paint and play good defense, but also hold on to that speed.
And now Hibma comes open again inside. That one rims out. And now a offensive rebound by the offensive rebound. I think it was Devin Meyer, and a foul on the floor. It's Collins, and here comes Schnepp, and I like the move.
I do too.
Not only the Royals struggling offensively, not going inside at all, they're not rebounding either. And hopefully Schnepp will switching up to a 2-3 zone out of the inbounds to try to negate the speed disadvantage. Here's Hemphill running baseline, covered up by Brown. HLP patient against the zone. Now Hibma's going to fire. No good. Backside rebound by Meyer. And the interior pass is going to be tied up by Goff. The arrow keeps it with HLP, and here comes Mulder as well. And the Royals look like they have a bit of a size advantage here, and see if they can take advantage of it on the glass and on the offensive end. Right now, HLP just taking better care of the basketball and finishing in transition the differences in this first quarter. There's Meyer in traffic, kicks it out. Hemphill passes up on it. Gunderson tied up in the corner.
Really good defense.
Now he fires a three. In and out. The rebound again, offensive rebound by the Wolves, and it's Hemphill underneath. And now Schnepp able to finally clear it out as Robinson can't finish. And the Royals will pull it out and save it for the final shot of the quarter, 15 seconds to go.
Defensively, the Royals played great down there, just can't rebound the ball. You can't give up that many opportunities because they're going to start taking advantage of the second chance points quickly.
Schnepp draws the double, backside to Goff. Dribble jumper on the baseline. No good, and that will end the first quarter of play. And HLP has looked impressive here in the early going, and they lead this one by 8 after the first frame. We'll be back for second quarter action right after this here on FDS.
Hungry and on the go? Stop by Mrs. B's in Remsen. Locally owned and operated for over 25 years, Mrs. B's has you covered. Coffee, shakes, hundreds of drink options, milk, eggs, and more. Want something hot? Try one of Mrs. B's famous made-from-scratch pizzas, or order one of Mrs. B's many appetizer and sandwich options. Don't forget about the chicken, fish, and pork chop dinners. Mrs. B's is a proud supporter of both MMCRU and Remsen St. Mary's schools. Stop by Mrs. B's today.
Back here at the MMCRU Middle School in Remsen tonight, it's War Eagle Conference basketball on a Thursday night. One of two War Eagle Conference matchups in the area is Galen hosting Trinity Christian over in Lamar's is the other one. This is a makeup contest from back on January 3rd, right after the New Year's, after the winter storm came through, able to get it in and making sure the student athletes getting in a good number of games before we get to postseason play. Royals with it to start the second quarter. Just one field goal in that opening quarter. The Royals right inside to Mulder. He can't finish.
Really
and
good
another missed bunny, and now nobody back in transition.
Oh, my.
And Peterson's going to pick up the foul, but Hemphill's going to go to the line for two. And right now, the Royals, when it comes to rebounding, defensive transition, a lot of it is hustle. And right now, one team just wants it more than the other, and it's evident that, whether that's a clean block or not, there's zero reason why the Royals should not be getting back on defense.
Right.
That's an easy call for the official. And now Hemphill gets one of two, and the Wolves their largest lead at 12-3.
It's a good board from Mulder there, showing some athleticism.
Voss back into the ball game for HLP. There's Lucas Brown, and he's going to be... I don't know about that call either, but double dribble on Lucas Brown, and he's going to come out of the ball game as Gunnar Johnson comes back in. And another turnover. I don't have the statistics sheet in front of me, but the Royals have more turnovers than points here so far in this one, 9 minutes in.
Good work. Michael Peterson blocks that one. Keeps it out of Voss's hands.
Pass ahead. Bork stops for a three in transition. Hey. Gets it to go.
Bork's first bucket of the game.
See if that can light a fire for the Royals here on both ends of the floor. Royals go to a zone defense. Looks almost like a bit of a 1-3-1. Cross-court pass almost stolen away. Meyer hits a cutter. Ehrensdorf gives it off to Gunnarsson. Nowhere to go there. Ehrensdorf with it. Gunnarsson, a decent look for three, and he knocks it down.
Yeah, that outside three-point look's going to be there as they're bringing in Michael Peterson to keep that double on Voss inside with Schnepp, and it's going to open up a lot of corner threes.
Now Schnepp inside position, and he has it knocked away. And backside, Voss wide open. He can't finish. And the Meyer comes away with it and draws the foul. And the officials are going to look at each other. Are we calling a foul or a travel? And they're going to call a travel on it before. And a break for MMCRU. .5:53 to go first half. A 15-6 lead for HLP.
Meyer will check out for HLP, and Eli Robinson into the ball game.
Here's Peterson, rolls off that, can't handle it, and leaves it for
nice
Bork.
Pass
Bork can't finish, but draws the foul, and that might be on Voss. It is. It's his third. So Justice Voss, the 6'7" sophomore, picks up his third foul with 5:26 to go in the first half. And right away, Myers back at the scorer's table.
That was a really clean pass from Peterson, getting that to Kyler Bork. And then, like you said, huge to get Voss on the bench this early in the game.
Meyer right back into the ball game, didn't get much of a breather. Bork, the first free throw goes, the second right through. He's got five, and the Royals cut the deficit to 7. They stay in that 1-3-1 zone defensively. Gotta watch the backside. Hemphill backside to Gunderson. Johnson right there to cover him up. Now Meyer in the short corner. Ehrensdorf knocks down the triple.
His first bucket of the game.
Royals going to Peterson right away. Peterson shot blocked, but a foul called on Meyer.
Saw Peterson just got back from a visit to Iowa Central for the football program there, and got a visit lined up for UNI here next week. So quarterback for the Royals and making his presence felt today on the basketball court as well.
First free throw off the mark for Peterson. Jonah's second free throw, that's right through.
Cuts the lead to 9.
4:45 to go, first half. What was a very up and down first quarter has slowed down dramatically in the half court, but the Royals have not been able to cut into it, sit regardless of the tempo. Now Johnson all the way in. He misses the layup, and it'll go to the Wolves. And the Royals continue to miss point-blank range shots. We've seen it with Mulder a couple of times. Johnson a breakaway layup and can't finish. Here's Hemphill, his three off the mark. And the loose ball will go to the Royals. Michael Luenstra into the ball game for the first time for HLPE. Senior. There's Mulder, and now Lindstrom comes away with the steal. And now Hemphill ahead of the pack. He's going to miss the lay-in. Lindstrom fouls it up and puts it back in. And a timeout from Coach Cam Kuchel.
Timeout Royals, a 30-second timeout.
And with 3:50 to go, the clock is still running. We finally stop at 3:47. A 30-second timeout for MMCRU. HLP a 20-9 lead here in the second quarter. And it is, every time the Royals have made a run, HLP has responded, but rebounding and transition defense have been an absolute killer to go along with turnovers and a couple of missed short shots. And you're going to be in for a long night if you have all those things working against you, and that's kind of how it's gone so far.
That's right, that's right. I think the one positive that the Royals can look at is they do have 3 fouls on Voss. That's the one positive I think they can take away right now, is they've done a good job getting him on the bench. Now they really just got to take advantage of the size advantage. I know HLP's got a lot of speed, but this is a group of good athletes for MMCRU. Keep this tempo up, get the ball inside, and dig themselves out of this hole here.
Wolves come out in a 2-3 zone out of the timeout. Royals go right inside to Schnepp, inside out, Mulder's three, good!
Dang. That's what I'm talking about. Inside to Schnepp, back outside to Mulder. Beautifully done.
Mitchell, a quick decision in the post there, and it pays dividends as Mulder knocks down the triple. First basket of the night for Brayson, and now a 3-second call on HLP. Out of the timeout, you get a 3-point basket, you get a turnover defensively. Another basket here if you can string a few together. Last 3 minutes of the half, gain some momentum. Here's Schnepp, cross-court pass. Johnson to Mulder, now Peterson, back out. Mulder's three, off the mark. Johnson keeps it alive. Peterson, his shot no good. Here's Gunderson. Johnson tries stopping ball, and he's going to pick up a foul. That one's going to go on Johnson. It's his second. Gunderson's going to go to the line for the front end of a 1-and-1 as HLP in the bonus for the last 2:45 of the half. Lucas Brown in the ball game for Johnson. Gunderson knocks down the first. 7 points for Tice Gunderson. Senior guard. 58% free throw shooter on the season coming into this one. Gets 1 of 2. And Bork comes away with the rebound. Peterson a good cut. He can't finish off the glass. Schnepp keeps it alive. Bork pulls it out. He'll fire a three. No good. And Peterson's going to get called.
Actually, I'm going to call it on 50 here. That's Lindstra.
Lindstra is going to pick up his first. And that'll put the Royals in the bonus with 2:20 to go in the half. Royals might have caught a break there. Now Bork inside. He banks it in off the lob. Bork has 7 of the Royals' 14 first half points. 2:05 to go in the first half. Deficit down to 7. Gunderson guarded by Brown. Pulls up. Ehrensdorf wants to turn the corner. He does and is blocked. Maybe a blocking foul called.
24, yeah.
Lucas Brown.
Lucas Brown on the foul. Here's Ehrensdorf at the line for 2. Knocks down the first. 4 points on the night for Lucas Ehrensdorf, junior guard. Make it 5. He's got 2 free throws to go along with the 3-point field goal. NHLP's lead at 9. 1:45 to go in the half. And now a foul called on Lindstrom. And Michael Peterson's going to go to the line for the front end of a 1-and-1.
Also number 50, Mikkel Lundstrom.
Nice little pick and roll play there, and Lindstrom just reached that one hand a little bit too far, and now Peterson's going to check in for Schnepp. And Lindstrom will go out as Meyer checks in for him.
Peterson's free throw is right through. Michael has been quiet tonight, his first point. See if the sophomore can get a little more involved in the second half. The second free throw is good. Royals respond with a couple of free throws. Peterson's first points. Try to get a couple of stops here and cut into that deficit. See if you can gain some momentum before the halftime break. Here's Robinson, guarded by Brown. Gets inside, scoop, and score. And that just can't happen. There's no way you should be beaten off the dribble at the top of the key and then have no help on the backside. And a Peterson to Peterson connection as Michael finishes off the pass from Jonah. The Royals respond quickly. We're under a minute to go in the opening half of this one. Ehrensdorf off the screen in the lane. Gets it up and short. Good defense by Bork, not leaving his feet on the ball fake.
That's going to turn the shot clock off here. The Royals will hold it. 25 on the clock here.
The Royals will have the final shot of the half. Mulder with it way out top. Now Brown with it, down to 13 on the clock. Seven seconds. Here's Bork with it. He uses a screen. His three. Good!
That'll do it.
And a big three-point basket for Bork at the end of the half. And the Royals, the closest they've been in quite a while. But HLP leads this one at the halftime break, 25-21. We'll be back after this commercial break with the FDS halftime show. After this, you're watching Royals basketball on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Probably the biggest thing that we do a little bit different than a lot of schools is the live work side of the world. So when we teach our students, we actually, if you look around the shop and see what they're working on, in most cases it's a customer car, and so they get real-world application.
Our engineering design program is basically drawing components, manufacturing of the components, and then we get into the inspection of the components. So they got to create it, make it, and inspect it just as they would in industry.
The Remsen Farmers Co-op has been serving you for over a century. They are a full-service co-op providing area livestock producers with Land O'Lakes and Kent Feed. And take advantage of their full-service agronomy center for all your crop production needs to maximize your yield. They also buy and sell grain and offer grain drying. Remsen Farmers Co-op with years of experience and ready for the future.
Schmelling Construction is a general excavating company that specializes in farm drainage, terraces, waterways, demolition, and concrete asphalt recycling. They are a proud supporter of the local school district and community. Schmelling Construction is a family-owned business that has been going strong since 1977. Visit them online at schmellingconstruction.com and be sure to like them on Facebook.
To clearing up dark skin spots and acne and softening fine lines and wrinkles is Sioux Valley Family Health, now offering med spa services including Botox Dysport, fillers, microdermabrasion, chemical peels, and hydrofacials. Sioux Valley Family Health, where your family is our family.
You're going to love the view of a Screen Builder's designed outdoor leisure living space. Whether an all-season room, three-season room, deck, or patio, Screen Builders offers easy installation and a reliable warranty. From construction of new spaces to providing shade to existing spaces or adding Easy Breeze panels to your screen room, start your project at screenbuilders.com and enjoy the views you've been missing.
Call Screen Builders, you're gonna love the view.
Back here on the Fuller Digital Solutions halftime show. Harris Lake Park, a 25-21 lead over MMCRU. And just getting to it now, we wanted to show some of the Royals Youth Basketball League. The boys playing at halftime here and wanted to show that. So just getting to some of the statistics here. The Wolves outscored the Royals 11-3 in the first quarter, but MMCRU an 18-14 advantage in the second quarter. Cuts the deficit to 4 here at the halftime break. Kyler Bork leads all scorers with 10 points. 4 for Michael Peterson, 3 for Brayson Mulder, 2 points for Lucas Brown, 1 point for Jonah Peterson and Mitchell Schnepp. Harris Lake Park led by Tice Gunderson, 7 points, 5 for Lucas Ahrenstorff, 4 for Eli Robinson, 2 for Justice Voss, 2 for Michael Lenstra, 2 for Devin Meyer, and 2 for Carter Hibma, and 1 point for Caleb Hemphill. Not much warm-up time. We're going to jump right into the start of the second half. Starting lineups. Second half starting lineups is for the Royals, Gunnar Johnson, Michael Peterson, Brayson Mulder, Mitchell Schnepp, and Kyler Bork. And now the shot clock did not start again to start the second half. Here we go. Reset 5 seconds in. The Wolves starting Gunderson, Hemphill, Meyer, Robinson. Start the second half with Ahrenstorff. Voss still on the bench with those 3 fouls. Royals in a man-to-man defense. Start the half. Here's Robinson, backdoor cut to Gunderson. Ahrenstorff backside, no good. And Schnepp able to grab the rebound. And Meyer is going to get called for the foul.
Strong board from Mitch there, and a big foul there. That's Meyer's second.
Strong hands from Mitchell. He kind of went over a couple of the defenders to grab it away, and then it turned into a fight. Schnepp able to wrestle it away, and now the Royals have it in their first offensive possession of the half. An opportunity to get this one even closer. Here's Schnepp, kicks it to Mulder, a 3. No good. And the rebound off the hands of Meyer. It'll stay with the Royals. Outside of Voss, HLP not a lot of size. Robinson and Meyer, their next biggest players, tallest players. Here's Bork all the way in. No good. And Schnepp able to wrestle it away. Mitchell finishes inside. What a start to the second half for Mitchell Schnepp. A good defensive rebound and able to finish in traffic after coming up with the loose ball. And the Royals are within 2, a minute into the second half. See if they can come out with a ton of energy and make a run. Robinson's 3, top of the key, no good. Rebound by Schnepp, up ahead to Peterson. He's got to run out, and it's stripped away by Ahrenstorff.
That's okay from Mike, not trying to force anything and make a poor decision. Just let him take that ball out of bounds, and the Royals will set up underneath the hoop.
A good look from Schnepp on the quick outlet. Now Mulder on a lob inside. He can't finish. Schnepp will not. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Mitchell. They're going to say a push in the back on the offensive foul for Schnepp. It's his second. First team foul. And that will halt a little bit of the momentum that the Royals have built up. Here's Michael Lewenstra at the top of the key, gives it off to Ehrenstorff. Here's Hemphill, kicks it right back out. And now Ehrenstorff's going to get called for a walk. And Schnepp out of the ball game. 6:15 to go, third quarter, and Jonah Peterson in, and Peterson has played nice, had a nice game tonight so far, and has earned some additional minutes. Played tough, and now he's going to take it at the top of the key. Gives it to Michael Peterson, backside, Bork's three, good!
Hey!
And the Royals, their first lead of the night, 26-25.
Bork with 13.
Bork has hit a couple of big triples. Now Robinson able to corral it inside, and he's going to be fouled by Peterson. And a nice job by Eli Robinson of controlling that bounce pass in traffic and drawing the foul. The 6'3" senior will go to the line for two. He gets the first to go. 5 points on the night for Robinson. Second is right through, and the Wolves right back in front at 27-26. And now cross-court pass is stolen away, and Mulder comes away with it. Throws it up ahead, and the tempo of this one about to speed up.
It's over the back.
A jump ball called. As Robinson grabs it over the head of Peterson. The possession arrow keeps it with the Royals. And the tempo got picked up in the first quarter. That's when HLP built that 8-point lead. Now Mulder works inside, but short-armed. Now Gunderson. Luenstra's jumper short.
Nice job from Michael Peterson. Good box out. Jonah Peterson able to get the board.
Here's Bork. Step back three. No good. Michael Peterson, an offensive rebound, kicks it out. Bork drives and kicks. Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Royals to reset. Now Mulder, good position. He can't finish, but draws the foul on Hemphill, and he'll go to the line for two. And that was a matchup early in the first quarter that I thought the Royals could exploit. The freshman Mulder, as it measures in at 6'4", against the junior Hemphill, just 6'1". The Royals a bit of an advantage there if they can get Mulder on the block.
For sure. Yeah, Mulder's been quiet to this point. Like you said, I'd like to see him take advantage of that matchup a little bit. And now Voss and Schnepp are going to check into the game.
And the chess match continues between the coaching staffs. Big versus big, or small versus small are the lineups that they're going. And Schnepp back into the ball game just as Voss comes in. Remember, Voss has 3 fouls, all in the first half. Now Ehrenstorff drives, no good on that shot attempt. And Bork, a nice job of reestablishing himself. Pass ahead to Brown. He lays it up and in.
Good awareness on that pass. Good athleticism from Braun.
And a nice job of knowing where you're at on the floor by Lucas Brown, and then having the body control to catch that and finish. And then Gunderson called for a travel on the spin move as he spun right into a defender. And then Possible inadvertent whistle. Clock stoppage at 4:07 here in the third quarter. Royals with the ball and a 3-point lead. The halfway mark of the third quarter. Lucas Brown, a nice spark. Now Peterson's going to fire a three. That's off the mark, and a travel called before he got it off. Royals give it back to the Wolves. MMCRU on a bit of a run, expanding from the second quarter to the third. And now Robinson inside. He finishes with the right-handed hook.
Goes over both Mulder, Peterson, and Schnepp there. Really nice move.
Peterson wants to use a screen from Schnepp, goes right at Voss. His shot over him, no good. Not a good matchup there, trying to take him off the dribble. And now Schnepp able to come away with the steal. And Bork will slow things down. Here's an inside pass to Peterson. He draws a double. Bork a step back three. Good! And Kyler Bork, his third three of the night. 16 points for Bork to lead all scorers in the Royals, their largest lead at 4. Here's Voss inside. His shot no good.
Nice board from Bork.
Schnepp does a nice job of staying straight up. And now the lob on the backside to Brown. No good. Right idea. The pass might have been just a smidge underthrown, and Brown couldn't quite finish it. Good look from Peterson. Now Robinson's jumper. That's off the mark. And Brown able to get the rebound. Throws it ahead to Peterson. Up off the glass. No good. That's one of those. Peterson is a strong kid. Go up into the defender and create contact, and you're most likely going to get that call. Right. Now Arenstorff dribbles into Schnepp. Schnepp, the big man, leading the break. Bounce pass back to Brown, who lays it in.
Kind of a untraditional breakaway with Schnepp leading the point, but a couple of nice bounce passes, and HLP takes a timeout. Royals up 35-29.
A full timeout for HLP, and the Royals on a big run here, spanning the second quarter to the third quarter, and a 35-29 lead for MMCRU. Full timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. We'll be back here after this commercial break on FDS.
United Bank of Iowa is proud to support MMCRU sports. As Iowa's #1 ag bank for the past 17 years, our experienced ag lenders are ready to help your farm operation succeed. If you need financing for a new home or vehicle, our lenders are ready to listen. Come to United Bank of Iowa for your child's first savings and checking account, as well as financing their first vehicle or 4-H livestock. We're committed to rural Iowa and the communities we serve. The difference is here at United Bank of Iowa, with offices at 35 locations in West Central Iowa, including the local Cleghorn and Marcus offices. Member FDIC.
MMCRU in front 35-29 after a Lucas Brown layup in transition. The Royals in front by 6 as they continue to stretch out their lead that they just gained here in the second half. And as Michael had said, it probably an untraditional is a good way of describing that, an untraditional fast break led by Mitchell Schnepp, but a couple of bounce passes leads to a layup. Now the Royals looking to keep that momentum out of the timeout.
Yeah, momentum is key right now. You can feel the energy in the gym shifted. The crowd's back into it. Royals got fresh energy right now.
Brown still on the floor now. Causes the turnover. And here's Brown sprinting the other way. The lefty drops it to Michael Peterson. His hook shot, no good. Rebound to Brown. His shot is no good, but draws a foul, and I think he drew the 4th foul on Justice Voss, going right into him. Voss still down on the floor. We're going to have an injury timeout. As Brown came up limping as well. It makes you wonder if maybe he collided knees. And the big man from Harris Lake Park on the ground here. We're going to have an injury timeout. 1:15 to go, third quarter. MMCRU in front, 35-29. We'll be back right after this break here on FDS.
Westel offers faster internet speeds for your new devices. The new year's begun, and your home may have new internet-connected devices. Maybe Santa brought your children new phones, tablets, or a gaming console. Or maybe you used holiday money to finally purchase the new computer or smart home devices you've been wanting. The more devices, the more speed you need, along with a quality router to support them. To enjoy the best internet experience, call Westel at 712-786-1181 to upgrade to a new internet speed and a Westel-managed Wi-Fi router.
Harris Lake Park's 6'7" sophomore Justice Voss injured on the play. The big man able to walk off with some assistance from a couple of the HLP coaches, and he's at the end of the bench getting looked at. The foul on Voss is his fourth and leads to 2 free throws for Lucas Brown, who misses the first. MMCRU has outscored HLP 14-4 here in the third quarter. And Brown misses both free throws. And it turns into an empty possession for the Royals. Here's Gunderson to Hemphill. Swinging around the perimeter. Gunderson guarded by Johnson. Gunnar Johnson has done a nice job. Derek Goff now comes away with the steal. And a couple of seniors on the floor for the Royals. And a couple of good defensive plays. Here's a pick and roll to Peterson. Inside to Schnepp. Schnepp's going to lay it in.
Beautiful bounce pass from Peterson.
The pick and roll, and Michael Peterson, a nice job of corralling it. Coming down with it, and then a bounce pass. And now a 3 from Gunderson is short, but the pass is picked off. Gunderson right at Schnepp, and a charge is going to be called.
Gunderson is not happy about that. That was a beautiful charge from Schnepp.
A player control foul on Tice Gunderson. The first foul on Gunderson, the fourth team foul on the Wolves. With 20 seconds to go, MMCRU can hold for the final shot of the third quarter. Goff goes inside to Schnepp, goes backside to Johnson. Thought about it. Now he dribble jump shot, free throw line. No good, but Hemphill's going to be called for the foul. He's got a piece of Johnson's arm on the follow through.
This momentum is starting to get to HLP right now. The Royals got to keep running with it.
One thing. First free throw good for Johnson. He gets both free throws. It's not going to matter, but I'd like to see the Royals be a bit more patient there. Start that offensive possession with about 10 to 12 seconds left on the clock. Second free throw off the back iron. And a foul is going to be called on Johnson on the loose ball.
Johnson just got a little too much speed going for him and lost his foot and just fell into the man. So
Johnson picks up his third. It's the team's third foul, and with 6 seconds to go in the third quarter, HLP will have it. Johnson out of the ball game with Brayson Mulder coming in. You don't want Johnson picking up a fourth foul, a cheapie here at the end of the quarter. Gunderson all the way in, and his shot is blocked out of bounds with 2 seconds to go in the frame.
Nice block from Mitch. Again, the crowd momentum back into it, and the Royals got to keep rolling with this.
Corner 3 from Gunderson is off the mark. In a dominant third quarter from MMCRU, outscoring HLP 17-4, and the Royals a 38-29 lead as we enter the fourth quarter. We'll be back after this quarter break here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on fullerdigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on fullerdigital.net.
Royals lead 38-29 over Harris Lake Park in tonight's boys contest. The Royals looking for revenge after the Wolves won the first meeting 67-54 back on December 6th in Lake Park. This one has been quite a turnaround. That one, Caleb Hemphill, 23 points in that contest. Tonight, Hemphill just 1 point. Tice Gunderson leading the way for Harris Lake Park with 7. But right now, the Wolves struggling on the offensive end and missing their 6'7" sophomore post player, Justice Voss. Spin move from Hemphill, and Lenscher's going to get called for a walk as he got it on top of the key.
Royals try to extend this to a double-digit lead. That would be huge, but the Royals can't slow down this offense. Well, I mean, they can slow down the tempo of the offense, but got to keep the pressure going overall. We saw how dormant of an offense it was in the first quarter. We can't let that come back and haunt us late in this game.
Bork misses that off the back iron, the hustle play, and it's out of bounds, last touch by the Royals. Both teams come up empty in their first possession of the quarter, but we've seen how quick the momentum shifted towards MMCRU. If Harris Lake Park can knock down a shot or two, it can come right back. For the Royals, you got to keep your foot on the gas.
For sure.
Here's Robinson off to Hemphill. Gunderson, a dribble drive. Hemphill's left wing three. In and out. And it's one and done as Michael Peterson controls the board. Here's Mulder up against Hemphill in the post. Kicks it back out. Now an inside out. Mulder's three is good.
Mitch Schnapp on the assist to Mulder. 8th point of the game for Mulder.
Mulder has 8. The freshman gives the Royals their largest lead of the night at 12. That pass thrown away, and Peterson, Michael Peterson, corrals it. And now Coach Cam Kuchel telling Bork to slow down into the front court. 6:20 to go. You have the lead in the ball. Bork's three. Good!
Beautiful!
And Bork and Mulder are feeling it here in the second half. Bork has 19, and the Royals lead at 15. Hemphill hands it off. Ehrenstorff, a nice pass to Robinson for the easy 2. And the timeout from Coach Jeff Sohn in HOP.
Nice backdoor pass there for HOP, getting one on the board.
Robinson has 10. He's the first Wolves player into double figures. And HOP a full timeout. We'll take it with them here. 44-31, Royals in front, 6 minutes to go in this one. We'll be back right after this here on FDS.
We hope that your school spirit is contagious when cheering on the Royals. At American Bank, we are dedicated to helping you score big while we strive to make a big impact on our community. With our $3 for 3-pointers program, the varsity girls and boys are able to increase the contribution that is made to the Royals Booster Club. American Bank is wishing you a happy and healthy basketball season and that all your swishes come true. American Bank, achieving success together, member FDIC.
Royals lead this one 44-31 with 6 minutes to go. It's been all MMCRU here in the second half. The Royals have outscored HLP 23-6 here in the second half. A 17-point advantage here in the second half, and MMCRU, their largest lead of the night, was up to 15 before Eli Robinson just got an easy 2. And a 13-point advantage out of the timeout. Royals break the press with these and try to set it up in a good half-court possession. pick and roll. Peterson comes away with it, and the pass was deflected, and then Jonah Peterson deflects it again before it goes out. Out of the timeout, the Royals turn it over. And now a moving screen on Luenstra. And that the 6th team foul on the Wolves. It's his 3rd, and now Bork's going to hope for a walk in the backcourt. .5:33 to go. Back-to-back turnovers from MMCRU, and the one thing you got to do at this point is take care of the basketball. Here's Gunnarsson, leaves it for Robinson on the backside block. Swing it around the perimeter, right back into Robinson. His right-handed hook is no good. 4 Royals. There to corral the rebound, and Michael Peterson comes away with it. There's Johnson with it, down low, guarded by Ahrenstorff. Shot clock down to 15.
Looking for anywhere to go, 5 seconds.
6, here's Johnson, drives in and kicks. Peterson, he'll go all the way in. Layup, no good with the right hand. A good look from Peterson. I think it surprised him how much he was open. And now the Wolves get an easy bucket in transition. And now Bork's pass is deflected and stolen away by Ahrenstorff. Hemphill, layup, good, and the foul.
That's what we mean. The Royals got to hold on to this momentum, keep running their offense. We let HLP crawl back like this. We saw how the first quarter went. This thing could get really interesting again if MMCRU takes anything off the gas pedal.
Johnson, his 4th foul. He's going to have to sit. Just the 4th team foul on the Royals with 4:27 to go. And MMCRU is in the bonus the rest of the way. Hemphill's free throw is good, and the quick 5-0 run in the 13-point deficit was 15 at one point, now down to 8. Full timeout for MMCRU, 4:24 to go, 44-36, MMCRU in front. We'll be back right after this here on Fuller Digital Solutions.
Contact Culligan, your local water expert.
Culligan Water not only sells the best water softeners, but also rents them. Big box plumbers and online sellers don't. With renting, you never pay for repairs or extended warranties. And Culligan softeners are backed by the world's largest dealer network. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
44-36, Royals in front. So under 5 minutes to go in this one. The largest lead of the night was at 44-29, but the Wolves currently on a 7-0 run, and they've cut that deficit down to 8. The Royals have slowed the tempo down, which is fine, but you cannot turn the ball over when doing so, and it's led to some easy buckets for HLP here and in a hurry. The Wolves continue to show a full court press, the diamond and 1. Now they want to switch into a 2-2-1 possibly. More of a 3/4 court press as they're not trapping too soon. Here's Peterson to Peterson, who lays it in. Michael Peterson, a good look. That's returning the favor from earlier. Royals a bucket out of the timeout. Now try to come up with a stop. Hemphill, top of the key, guarded by Mulder. Nowhere to go with it. Robinson has that pass deflected away, and Lucas Brown chases it down. How good has Brown been tonight? The sophomore has added some winning plays. That a hustle play could help the Royals close this one out. Here's Brown with it, drives and kicks it out. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Jonah Peterson with it, gives it off to Bork. Now Bork curls it. His shot blocked away by Robinson. Wolves on the run, and that one thrown away and given right back.
Peterson's going to check out here. We got Mulder into the game.
Devin Meyer, into the ball game for HLP. It's been a while since we've seen him. Now the pass in the middle of the floor stolen away, and not a good play from Mulder. And Gunderson draws the blocking foul on Bork.
Also number 12, Kyler Bork, his second personal.
Bork's second. Gunderson's going to go to the line for 2. First free throw off the mark for the senior. Second is right through. Gunderson has 8 points on the night. The Royals break the pressure, and with just under 3 minutes to go, have the ball in a 9-point lead. Mulder right underneath. He lays it in. And a good look. The Royals offense running more motion at the top of the key. Free throw line extended. Mulder comes up free on a backside screen. Hemphill shot blocked
big
away.
Block from Mitch.
And now the pass ahead. Bork. He'll lay it up and in.
Nice job from Kyler Bork going up smooth.
Mitchell Schnepp with the block. Bork on the run out, and the Royals lead back to 13. Bork up to 21 points on the night. Gunderson drives, is caught under the basket. Hemphill's corner three, short. And he foul on the floor, and I think they're going to get Meyer. They do.
Fouls on number 14, Devin Meyer.
And that'll be the 5th foul on Devin Meyer. And the 7th team foul on the Wolves, so Michael Peterson the 3rd team foul on Devin Meyer. And Lucas Brown, the shooter, at the line. He misses the back iron, and the Royals had the rebound and then have it stolen away. And now Schnepp's going to get called for the foul.
Mitch trying to make a big play on there. He's made a couple of road big ones back to back. Just got a little bit too aggressive on that play. That'll take us to the 1:59 mark here.
Brown and Peterson, a couple of sophomores out of the ball game. Gunnar Johnson and Derek Goff back in. Some fresh legs to play defense. The Wolves are in the bonus. You want to stay away from fouling. Here's Ahrenstorff, knocks down his second three of the night. Deficit at 10. And now Goff is going out of bounds and had to just throw it back into backcourt and an over back violation. The one thing, if you're the Royals right now, you don't need to collapse on the block defensively. You're more so covering up the three-point line. So you can't get sucked in on a post-entry feed. And now Ahrenstorff drives, floater in the lane is short. And that's more so what you want defensively for MMCRU.
Press backs off for HLP.
Mulder has it. Leaves it for Schnepp, back to Bork. Shot clock at 15, game clock at 1:05. And a 5-second count on Bork. And a turnover on the Royals with 1:02 to go. And MMCRU is going to call a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:02 to go, a 50-40 lead. We'll be back right after this here on FDS.
EverTech, we believe in service. That means providing no-limits internet to more than 20 counties in Northwest Iowa. For more than 30 years, EverTech employees and their families live in the communities we serve. We're your neighbors and friends. And EverTech has been there when others haven't. And we continue to invest, build, and upgrade our network. We understand that rural Iowans deserve great internet too. It's who we are. EverTech is internet made easy. No contracts, no hidden fees, and best of all, no limits. EverTech.
62 seconds to go in this one. MMCRU a 10-point lead. Royals trailed by 4 at the halftime break and were fortunate to be down by just that much. But it's been a big run here in the second half, outscoring the Wolves 29-15, and the Royals trying to close this one out here with just a minute to go. Here's Gunderson with it at the top of the key. Leaves it Robinson's three, in and out. Hemphill, an offensive board. Here's Ahrensdorf, he knocks it down. Ahrensdorf, his third three of the night. He's got 9. A 30-second timeout by the Wolves with 47 seconds to go.
Got a couple final scores from those girls' games we were looking at earlier. Spirit Lake beat Cherokee in overtime, 60-59. So they got that revenge game we were talking about. And then how about Trinity Christian takes down Galen Catholic, this game in overtime as well, 39-34. Big War Eagle Conference girls game for you there.
The Jays still on the schedule for MMCRU. They will visit Galen next week on the 31st.
As for the Galen Catholic boys game, the boys took down Trinity 65-31.
And the Galen boys able to bounce back after a loss at Hall Western on Tuesday night. Now Johnson is going to be fouled. Send the senior to the free throw line for the front end of a 1-and-1. Johnson 1 of 2 from the free throw line on the night.
Boys game for Spirit Lake and Cherokee. Currently the Indians lead 61-30 with 7 minutes left in the third.
First free throw is good for Johnson. Second right through, and Johnson swishes a couple of free throws. Here's Hibma. Wolves back across the timeline in a hurry. And Peterson able to, couldn't control it, but Ahrensdorf, last one to touch it. And the Royals will have the ball. 37 seconds to go. A Schnepp out of the ball game as the senior Derek Goth comes in, bringing another ball handler. Now the Royals throw it away. Not a good decision from Mulder. And Devin Meyer is going to get an easy layup.
It's a 30-second timeout.
And in that situation, you either have to call a timeout and reset it, or you have to have one of those teammates from half court come up to get the ball. You can't just lob it into the middle of the court. If you're going to do that, you just well throw it to the other end to try to at least let the defense get set up.
Right.
Freshman mistake there on Mulder's part leads to an easy 2 for Devin Meyer. In the lead down to 7 with just 33 seconds to go.
South O'Brien's got a big lead over Hinton right now, 66-26 as they close out the third period over in Paulina.
The Royals are going to have Bork inbound it this time. In that huddle, you're going over how many timeouts you have left and how to get the ball in. Now Mulder is going to be bailed out by Johnson. And a foul is going to be called on the floor. before the Royals got a timeout called. I think they were afraid of the 10-second call. Johnson's going to be fouled, and the senior Gunnar Johnson just knocked down a pair of free throws seconds ago. He'll head back to the line, still in a 1-1 situation. And misses back iron. Michael Peterson with the rebound, and the Royals are going to play keep away. And now Schnepp's going to get fouled at the half-court line.
It was a really nice board from Michael Peterson. Then the Royals able to take a couple extra seconds off and send Schnepp to the line.
Schnepp's going to get 2 as the Royals enter the double bonus. First is right through for the big man.
Final from Holstein, 62-58. Westwood victory over Ridgeview.
Both free throws good from Schnepp. The lead back to 9, 22 seconds to go. And the Wolves, Ehrensdorf throws it inside. Hibma's short jumper no good, and we're going to have a tie-up on the backside. Possession arrow gives it to the Royals. Just 11 seconds to go. That should do it. Bork is going to throw it long, and Hibma touched it. But that is a good turnover, a smart decision, and now the Royals can just play defense. And Gunderson's going to get the layup with 2 seconds to go. Clock runs out. Final score tonight in Remsen. MMCRU down by 3 at the halftime break, come out with a 54-47 win over Harris Lake Park, and the Royals improve to 6-8 on the season. We're going to take a commercial break, be back with the post-game show right after this here on FDS.
It's easier than ever to find the live stream for your team now on FullerDigital.net. Home and away, if we're covering your team's videos are on FullerDigital.net. Just click on your school and you'll find the game. Thank you for watching our events, and remember, the games are on FullerDigital.net.
Welcome back to the Fuller Digital Solutions post-game show. Final score tonight from Remsen. MMCRU a 54-47 win over Harris Lake Park. The Royals outscoring the Wolves 33-22 in the second half. To win 54-47. Royals led in scoring tonight by Kyler Bork. 21 points for the junior, 10 for Brayson Mulder, 7 points for Mitchell Schnepp, 6 for Lucas Brown, 4 for Michael Peterson, 3 for Gunnar Johnson, 3 for Jonah Peterson. Harris Lake Park led in scoring by Tice Gunderson's 14 points, 11 for Lucas Ehrensdorf, 10 for Eli Robinson, 4 points each for Devin Meyer and Caleb Hemphill, and 2 points for Michael Luenstra, Justice Voss, and Carter Hibma. Justice Voss, the 6'7 sophomore for HLP, went down with an injury in the third quarter. Battled some foul trouble all night. Went down with an injury. We did not see him again. We hope that everything is okay there and that he's able to continue on with his sophomore season.
Got an area score update from over in Haywarden. Royals will face off with West Sioux tomorrow. Halftime, West Lyon led West Sioux 30-26. And West Lyon would hold on to that lead and take it by a final score of 59-54. So the Royals going in and I expect it to be a good matchup against West Sioux. I'll be watching. I won't be commentating that game with you, Tim, but I'm excited to see if the Royals can put up a good battle against another good group of athletes over from West Sioux.
Any final thoughts on tonight's contest, Michael?
You know, I really am impressed by the overall three-point shooting ability by the Royals. Kyler Gort got hot there for a little bit, finished with 21, and also Brayson Mulder putting up 10 points. Just playing a strong game in the post. And Mitchell Schnepp handling the post very well. A couple of nice post moves against Voss when he was in the game. And once that size advantage was established with Voss getting into foul trouble, of course, Mitch had success. It didn't work out early. As we saw, the first quarter was a little rough for MMCRU. Going forward, I hope we can avoid that and play a little bit more like we did in that third quarter throughout the rest of the season.
Final score in tonight's boys contest, 54-47. The Royals also took the girls contest tonight in the first match of the night, 53-22. So the Royals sweep in the third leg of a four-leg week. The Royals, as you mentioned, back in action in Marcus tomorrow night, hosting the West Sioux Falcons. Should be a couple of very competitive games there. We'll have it for you right here on FDS. For Tim Holmes, Michael Rupp. That wasn't you out there. That was all Michael Peterson. Michael Rupp here with me on the color commentary, and Adam Morris always on production. Thank you for joining us for tonight's production of MMCRU Basketball. We'll be back with you tomorrow night right here on FDS.